so loud.
Rock! All right. Shaboop, we are live. The usual thing. Hello, everybody. We're back.
Hey,
Hold on, wait. I need chat up. Hello, everybody. Hello, chat.
Hello.
Welcome to table.
Welcome to table.
Welcome to table. We're
Everything
Langdon.
sounds good on Twitch.
We all sound. Oh, thank you, Gab. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
didn't even ask you. Thank you so much. Welcome to the table. Yes.
Welcome to table.
What up, peeps? All right, killer.
What up?
Well,
I don't know why. I
Guess
said
who's
peeps.
back? Guess who's back?
a little fucked up part of my brain was like, well, Darby had COVID brain the last time, so we should obviously give the recap to Gab. Gab wasn't here, so we can't.
Who wasn't here?
Who wasn't
last
here?
session?
Also, I don't know. We've done this a lot. We've done like over 50 of these at this point. I don't know if M.O.C.H got scared, but did not say anything and ran. I don't know.
You spooked him.
Yo, you gotta start the stream slowly, unless or M.O.C.H gets skittish. Okay.
You gotta slowly turn down the transparency, turn up the opacity.
You want to find
just-
out? Let's see. Let's see what it is. Hold
You
on.
gotta slowly bring out raspberry Pop-Tarts that they won't eat.
So if I
I'll just feed them to you.
437. Killer. Goodbye. Okay.
Happy
awesome.
Pie Day!
Pie day.
Pie day!
3.1.
Oh, no.
Happy
Oh.
almost Julius Caesar's death day!
And Drew's
and my
birthday!
The Ides of Drew's birthday.
The Ides of
The Ides of Drew's birthday.
The Ides of the Drew's birthing. It's gonna be one day. People are like, I want to be famous. I want to go down in infamy. I want March 15th to be a unholy
Julius
day.
Caesar was reborn on March 15th, and Drew was the same day Drew was born. Welcome back, Julius Caesar.
Oh God. Yeah, the vibes we're bringing to the session are, we were just fucking talking about the smashability or passability of Julius Caesar and fucking everything like that. That was wild.
Young Julius Caesar.
Young Julius Caesar, exactly.
The
But
rapper.
like,
Young Julius Caesar.
Young Julius.
Young
why-
Julius.
Why young Julius? That's actually King Julius's name from Madagascar.
King Julian!
Young
No
King
more. I'm
Orange
fucking spitting. I'm going crazy. Christ. Okay.
I'm spitting rhymes, Mort.
Yeah, what were you gonna say?
that's such a great question.
Darby, you're gonna say something? What was the first?
Oh,
King
that's great.
Julian!
King Julian. What the fuck else were we talking about? I cannot even.
Well, we were also talking about Julius Caesar. How was it the AI photo that makes him fuckable, or is it the statue of him?
The statue! It's
don't-
obviously the statue!
I think, yeah, but like the statue is just of a guy, though. Like, I don't know if it's that smashable. I mean, the statue is,
You
like,
don't get
literally,
it.
but
You don't
It's just
get it.
it's just the bust too.
we can't even see his bust.
That's all I need!
God damn. You're a freak!
You're a freak!
Imagine an ancient version of Tinder where they just show you somebody's statue, and then you either say,
That's what they did with paintings. Like,
Are you
for
for
like
real?
That's
royals
true.
marrying each other, they'd be like, "Look at her portrait."
That's true.
who was that guy with like the super sharp chin, except for most of them? It was like,
Habsburg.
Lord Farquaad.
there we go. That's
There we go.
There
still
we
sharp
go.
as a tack, Gab. Gotta give
Precisely.
it to you. Fucking, sharp chin medieval prince. No. Yeah, that's
all
him.
of them.
What is his Habsburg? The Habsburg jaw. Like the really
Instagram face Julius Caesar. Oh my
Hell
god.
yeah! Hell yeah!
What the fuck? That is what he looks like. He looks like Gale from the Hunger Games. Fucking-
I'd fuck him.
Hello. I'm
he also
Gale.
he also looks like Percy Jackson. Fucking like
He
older
does.
Percy Jackson.
I
Wait, that-
don't see what the problem here is.
Well, that's probably where they're getting the photos from. They're probably just taking like white guys with black hair and just mashing it together.
It's from a website called History Skills. From an article called "Did Julius Caesar Want to Be King of Rome?"
Yes.
Did he? I think
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
Yes.
And
Why
it's
people
not
thought
king.
Caesar wanted to be king. The answer is not so simple.
Oh.
As most of history is. Fucking.
So how do we know that Julius Caesar had dark hair? Because of where he was born specifically?
I mean,
What if he was a
Yeah.
ginger?
well,
He wasn't. They would have said it. They
well,
would have.
also like he was Italian. Like there wasn't exactly a lot of cross pollination with Irish people at the time.
There could have been.
It could have been.
That is.
This is just explaining
no,
our theory
I
more
think-
and more that you are
I
the
think they
reincarnation
were-
of Julius Caesar, Drew.
famously fighting each other for most of this time.
Wait, what?
Hadrian had built his wall, and Rome was on one side, and the rest of Britain was on the other.
Oh
The
god.
rest of England.
Yeah.
Is England a thing then?
In the BCs?
Well, in terms of like it being a place, yes. Like they hadn't established the proper monarchy. That didn't come around until like what, like 1000 AD.
Yeah.
Like pretty like
927.
William the
Oh.
Conqueror.
yeah.
Googled, when did England start?
I've been here since day one.
Day one.
You know those comments on like space documentaries that are like credit to the cameraman for sticking around for all of this time.
Oh god.
Shout out to the camera guy.
This might just be a 45-minute vibing stream, and then we just shut it off. And then we've already spent
One of
all the
these
bit
days
material.
it will be.
I'm
One of
on-
these days.
So I've actually been considering the idea of doing like just chatting streams where we just like turn on music or like we get like a video play, like we go to the combat thing and we just play like YouTube videos and we just like hang out basically. That'd be fun. That'd be a good time. But that's not in the cards for the next couple of months because we got other stuff we gotta do.
We got shit to do.
We do indeed.
Busy.
And okay, so with all of that, is there anything else? Any other bits? As always, welcome and encouraged before I play D&D. Anything else?
Just one in response to Moss's thing in chat. The Mort was the first ever.
Oh?
No, nobody look at me. Et tu
Well, you know it's gonna be
morte.
good.
Two more?
That's
Good
all.
meme. I applaud.
Thank you.
10 out of 10.
But speaking about fucking 10 out of 10s, we all ready to play some D&D? Want to play D&D?
Yeah.
Yes, and yes. All right, then, without further ado, a deep and cleansing breath before I pick someone at random to do the summary. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.
Not me, please. Please, not me. Please.
down!
Get down, Gab! All right,
Oh no.
then everybody, a deep and cleansing breath before we begin. Please join me. And everything after the breath is canon. Kate, the penultimate episode featuring the Grip Isle for the foreseeable future, would you like to give the recap for what happened last session?
Sure. So last time we, after Mud secured a deal with the Shiver Gang, we got out of the carpal tunnels. We were very eepy. A lot of conversations were had before bed. Cowrie tried to read a signature on Rockyall, but they can't read, so they couldn't figure it out. That's okay. Happens sometimes. Olive snuck out to talk to Cora and Jordan about where the godly weapon on the Grip Isle might have gone to, and asked them some advice about being a leader and being a capitan. Mud snuck out to go talk to Carpet/Leon about but after what Cowrie and Olive said to him about treating others how you would want to treat people you care about. Gave Leon some money because he's selfish, but told Leon to learn to be kind, and Leon said just like him. Then Mud slept on the beach while everyone else slept in their respective rooms. We got a long rest. We did some shopping. Mud got new armor to expose his chestussy loud and proud, but there's a button on it if he wants to close it up.
Got a flap.
Got a flap. The HTK Exterminator got some nice upgrades. We got repairs. We upgraded the AC of our hull and our strength. We got it painted a lovely roachy brown as per Cowrie's request. We discussed our next steps, as it looks like Leon is going to be working at the Grip Isle, maybe with Orla and her pit crew, but he made his first choice by himself, so we're very proud of him. We had a very early lunch at the Triple S Tavern where we discussed next steps, and Cowrie revealed that they want to go to the Band Isle, which is where we left off.
Okay, an absolute. Well,
How'd I do?
Round of applause. A wonderful summary.
It was
Thank
so
you.
coherent.
That was excellent. Every single point and detail was perfectly covered. And we're just gonna very quickly cut over to her. It was you were holding your breath for like an hour and a half, 2 hours the previous night. You were covered in chilling cold water. It was a 20-minute walk back to the Terraborg Manor, and at some point you passed out, were carried by mud. You were put in one of the guest rooms known as the Shell Room, and you were able to wake up to the
I tucked you in.
a late morning, early afternoon with a window open as these like shell charms are blowing in the simple, warm ocean breeze. And you're able to wake up. It's a feather bed. It's a feather pillow, the comfiest possible sleeping quarters you've had in probably months. And you are up, and we'll just say that out the window, you're able to see your friends walk into the Triple S Tavern across the village of Remembrance.
Sounds good. I guess I'll get up. I think given that we had 2 battles in one day, and holding her breath and like really not having much rest, because even on the boat I ended up taking the night shift for him and whatnot, so really needed this rest, was super exhausted. We'll run off to meet up with everyone heading up to the Triple S.
Okay, perfect. You're able to walk through the entire Terraborg Manor. You're able to see that Fiona, the butler and the head of the estate of the Terraborg Manor, has a spread of breakfast set out, but if you want to just rush over and meet up with your friends, you definitely can.
I think I'll grab some stuff for the road, throw it in like pocket, and then head out. Like, not even just be like, hello, grab a couple things, thank you, and then
Good morning, ma'am. Up, and you're just gone immediately. What do you think hers quick breakfast would be?
What would her quick breakfast be? What would be offered?
Oh, lots of like coconut water and like some fish and eggs and like fresh made like flatbreads and like fresh fruits, like a lot of like very tropical kind of breakfast items.
And how long do you think her was out for? Like, how many hours?
Well, you did get a long rest, definitely. Yeah. You slept through the night, but you were able to get up probably, like, things are getting a little bit cold, but it's not like disgusting, like shouldn't be eaten anymore.
Okay, great. So, okay. I think I'm going to chug like 2 things of coconut water real quick at the table.
Okay.
Thirsty, parched, dehydrated. Then I'm going to grab like a flatbread or 2 and then head out.
Okay.
And as I'm heading out, I guess I'll take a look to see if there's like anybody else hanging around.
What you're able to see is, well, first of all, the party has been totally cleaned. The servants that run the Terraborg Manor have done an excellent job making this place pristine. They've already kind of rearranged furniture to like kind of substitute where the couch and the table was that Bull destroyed when he fell, and we just kind of destroyed that. But what you are able to see is that in the sitting area, you're able to see Aragonite and Calcite Terraborg.
I think I'll go in quickly, just mostly to thank them for like, having us and whatever.
Oh, perfect. What do you say?
I guess I'll kind of like pop in, because it's through a doorway, kind of pop in through the doorway and be like, hi, thank you so much for having me. I see everybody else is gone for the day. Just wanted to thank you and allowing us to be at your party, and sorry for the mess that was made with everything, but
okay.
Yeah. Great to be here.
Awesome. Aragonite actually looks over to you. You're able to see like a very like same facial shape, same kind of like general like stockiness as Olive, like red hair. Clearly Olive's younger brother. The blue. And you are able to watch as Aragonite looks up and says to you, well, yeah, of course, like it was a great party and with the comedians and the entertainment, I think everybody had a great time. Bit of a foul at the end there, where we had that big shark just kind of destroy a priceless family table that we've had for a couple months. But what I will say, now, at one point, because I was looking through the slit, the giant shark, the bull shark, disappeared? How did that happen?
That's such, it just happens. That's the first time I did it. I don't know. I've never done that before. Just disappeared.
So you're confirming that you're the one that did that, right?
Yeah.
Like that's what you're saying?
Yeah.
And you're able to see the Aragonite kind of gets up and like walks towards you. Give me a quick insight check.
Okay. Oh, this dice tower is killing me. Insight check. That's a 12.
That's a 12. You're able to do that. Aragonite is not the also like with what I'm about to say. Aragonite is not always clear with his emotions. Not at least compared to Calcite with how like very flowy and emotionally connected she is. There's a lot of like not double meanings, but there's a lot like more depth to what he says. As Aragonite looks to you and says, I've got to be honest with you, her, or Charlotte. I heard Kenneth Ward say that. Which do you prefer?
Her.
Her. My sister has a habit of doing things that are stupid and dangerous. And you're clearly powerful because you can just remove threats from reality for a time. And it's going to be very important that you take care of her.
I don't really think she needs taken care of. I think she's quite the leader of all of us, but I will keep an eye on her.
Give me a persuasion roll.
Oh, that was a good roll. Persuasion. 25.
With a 25, he looks and goes... Because he thinks back and he remembers, because it's what he saw in the battle, basically. He remembers Temperance, and he remembers, like, Olive's incredible, like, magical ability of just, like, damaging Bull and, like, catapulting things around. And you see that, like, in his eyes, just for a moment, he understands and respects what you're saying. And I'll say that the 25 being so incredibly high, you get the sense that there is a manner of love and care, like, through families, but with Aragonite, it's buried underneath a level of... It almost seems like animosity, but you're not sure if it was earned or just kind of like younger sibling to older sibling kind of drama. You're not sure where it's coming from.
So a little bit of ammo. Okay.
No, it's almost up. No,
Nope,
please, what's up?
No, I want to hear the last part of it before I say something to him.
And then Aragonite just says, she has done a good job of sailing around, and you're right, she's breaking bread with some very powerful people. Is she on your level? And it seems like Aragonite doesn't fully know the extent to which Olive can cast spells.
I think that's a conversation that you should have with Olive when she returns. But in the meantime, some word of advice. Maybe not spread the news to everyone in the entire village about a party. Because I don't think you would have been able to handle Bull and the gang. And I will walk out of the building.
Calcite, like, kind of, as you're moving out, kind of very quickly, oh, my CPU is messing up. What the heck is going on? I'm lagging all over the place. Kind of, like, gets up and goes, We appreciate the advice, and thank you for your help. And then kind of puts her hand on Aragonite's shoulder, and you're able to walk out of the building. And we will say that her is able to walk in right as the conversation regarding the band dial is finishing, and she comes into the Triple S Tavern. Her is here.
Could we say that I grab a couple things at the store right around the corner?
Yeah, no doubt. Those healing potions that you and I talked about.
Yeah.
You see an old Genasi man being like, "Welcome to what the shore washed," and you grab the shit, put down the money, and just run. Like, yeah.
I'm just gonna let you all know. I'm getting 2 regular potions of healing, and then I'm getting 1 greater healing, and then this is also, I believe, a common item. Let me double check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get a potion of climbing.
Ooh.
Which is, where is it? Climbing common. So I'm getting that as well.
Always very useful. I will fully allow it.
Cool.
Okay. And then you're able to, if that is all that you need, you're able to link back up with your peeps.
Sounds good. Hello, peeps. And sit at the table. Grab a
Welcome
menu
to the
and
table,
sit at the table. Hey.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Slept pretty well. I'm not sure when I passed out. But glad we made it out of there as quickly as possible. There haven't been any other run-ins with the Shiver Gang?
No, they won't be coming back here for a while.
Okay, good.
Oh, you expressed interest on robbing them, and Leon gave us a map to their location, so...
Perfect. Listen, the more money, the better.
Yes, I do agree on that. You're not wrong there. Is that something you actually want to do?
I think eventually we should definitely stop by.
All right. Well, yes.
It's quite frustrating. I think, obviously Mud, doesn't sound like you had the best history with them. No? Okay.
Oh, I haven't. Oh, shit. Did I tell you I didn't like these guys, or did you all just really go and yes and me there? I can't remember.
I thought you kind of towards Carpet, you were having some animosity towards him when we were trying to calm him down after the fight.
I figured that out. I talked with him last night.
Okay, good.
He's still alive. Just so you guys know, I didn't kill him.
Okay.
Yes, he might be. It looks like he might be working here. I don't know where, but he was having a conversation with Orla outside, so that is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Oh, I guess just to give you the short version of it, I don't really want to get into it. So I arrived at Tangaroot when I was 10, and it was because our boat got attacked off the shore of my homeland, off of Horcry. And the Shiver Gang was the ones who made sure our ship couldn't escape, and yeah. And gotcha. I didn't remember that until I saw Bull. There are a lot of holes in my memory, especially around anything before Tangleroot, that I at first I just kind of thought it was the trauma of coming back from being fully dead. But I can't remember anything except for a few moments. I can't remember much of my childhood, or here's the kicker. I don't know if Mud is my actual name or not. It's the one that Slashclaw gave me, so yeah, Mud just kind of awkwardly snaps and finger guns because he feels the vibe turning rancid in the room around him.
You could change your name if you want.
But what would I change it to,
Whatever you want.
Dirt. That wasn't supposed to be funny. That was not. Sorry. Jonathan? No. No.
Or Jonathan. Or Shannon.
I think you see Mud chuckle a little bit. I think you actually see him laugh a little
Aw.
bit. He goes,
Oh,
and he goes, whoa.
Speaking of Shannon, Mud, have we told you about our codenames situation?
No, I was gonna ask about that, and then a lot of shit went down. What?
So Shannon is her codename. Driftwood
Okay.
is Cowrie's
Yes,
codename.
Driftwood.
Okay.
Mine is Topaz, and we use these codenames whenever there's danger. So if we're in a situation all together and it seems like something bad is going to happen, then that's when we use the codenames.
Okay.
And if we
So
can't
what-
remember what they are, we just say Shannon. Pretty much.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Historically.
Okay. Have
Yes.
you had to use them before?
Yes, actually.
Oh.
I introduced myself
Okay.
to Ken as Shannon.
Oh,
Right,
that's
yes.
why. I thought we were just doing fake names.
No.
Okay.
Well, now you know. What would you like your codename to be?
I don't know. What? Dirt's a bad code name for
I
somebody
like
named
Jonathan
Bud.
or Jonathan.
You know, why not?
Jonathan!
Sure.
What a normal assortment of names. Jonathan, Driftwood, Topaz, and Shannon.
Listen, all our names right now, except for her, are fucking nouns. Okay.
Yeah, that's
Her
fair
is
enough.
a pronoun.
Well, I was thinking about the idea of like having an evil member, like evil party of you guys hunting you, and it'd be Emerald, She, Dirt, and Shell. And then-
Oh man, oh man.
and Shmorda.
Smorgasbord.
Wow.
well,
Smorgasbord.
that is me proving that there are some things too stupid even for me to implement. So,
Not with that attitude.
okay, alrighty.
We're
But now
just
that
in a
we've,
goofy mood tonight.
Yes. But now we got that locked in. We were planning on making a quick stop at the Bandile before meeting Rahi and the Duke at Bular Fortress.
Okay. Is it far out of our way? I'm trying to look.
No, not at all. If anything, it's a hop and a skip over, and it's right on the way.
Okay. Yeah. That sounds fine. Yeah.
Great. Are there any preparations we need to do before our ship? Our ship is fixed, by the way. I don't know if you saw it on the way here, but I'm biased, but I think it looks great.
I didn't see it, but very exciting. Can't wait to see it. Cool.
We got it painted the color of cockroaches.
Yes.
Oh. Neat.
You
Very
know,
neat.
the brown of their outer shell. You know.
Right. Yeah. So it just looks like wood.
Yeah.
But we know the meaning.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Cool. All right. Yeah,
So-
that works.
Yes. Great. So any last preparations we need to do before we sail out?
Not that I could think of.
Can I have to just pick up a few more things from the store.
All right.
But it shouldn't take long.
I also had a
I just-
conversation with your brother. Sorry. Go ahead, Mud.
Oh no, that's way more important. What?
He I couldn't really tell his attitude or emotions behind it, but he seemed to be questioning your abilities as a spellcaster. I don't know if, and he was asking me questions, and I said that's something you should discuss with Olive. However, if you don't want to discuss it with him, that is also understandable.
Thank you for letting me know, her. I should say, let my family know that I'm leaving, so we can have that conversation or not.
Okay.
But yes, Mud, it shouldn't take any time at all to go shopping.
Yeah, I need to pick up some scissors and if you guys don't mind, I had like a really good nap on the beach. And I understand why I'd need to button up when we're like out in public and stuff. But if it's all right with you when we're like on the ship, can I like keep my like shirt open to like?
Of course.
I've been hiding it for so long, and I don't know, it's not my fault that it's there, and so why do I have to pretend like it, you know? And I understand it's like a deeply horrifying thing to see a human being with like no heart visibly, but I'd like to feel. I guess, yeah.
It's not terrifying to me.
Insight check.
It's
It's a 6.
She's pissing herself.
I'm sorry.
It's like a toe or an eye. It's just a part of you, and it's there.
Oh. Okay.
That's okay.
I got there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't the best metaphor.
I was confused.
It's fair.
It makes sense. So
Okay.
shopping, and I will let my family know that we are heading out.
Olive, how much was your gun by chance when you purchased it?
On it.
I will tell you. Let me recount.
Not fun.
Let's see.
gun.
Let's
It's loading.
see.
250
According to-
gold.
Do you also have to buy the shells for it?
No.
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 250 gold.
You load it
Yes.
with hopes and dreams.
I was gonna say I don't remember paying that much, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
Did it? I could comb through the episode right now with.
No, it's okay.
I think you got a
La
discount.
Famiglia discount.
I think you got a discount because you looked so hot.
No,
with
well, no,
it.
sorry. You gave over Emmon's crown and it gave you half off.
Yes.
Yes, that's what
Right.
happened. Yeah.
Well,
But also, if I'm just wrong, we can just correct the gold later.
No. It's too late. I already paid. I paid what I paid, and my inventory is my inventory.
I was talking to Gab.
Oh.
as much as I want to now, I feel like if there's a way for us to make more money in a bit, then I will purchase it then. So I am running low on gold, unfortunately.
I could pool some money if you want.
Don't
I
worry
got
about it.
money.
Technically, I have enough. I'm just going to save it in case we need something bigger or we need more money for the ship. But
Yes.
I
yeah.
think going forward, before we make our way to Tangle Route, it might be wise to get more money to make sure we are fully prepared.
Well,
Definitely.
we have and Mud kind of looks to Olive like we have a whole plan now of like stuff we're gonna do before Tangle Route.
Roughly. Plans can change, but because according to Tior's map, it looks like if we take the map on a counterclockwise circle from here, we should hit a godly weapon at almost every location, save for the smaller isles. But I believe that's where Rahi and the Duke were scouting. Yes.
Yeah, it was.
And I think that the weapon that was in the carpal tunnels, I think that might be in around Superi and Trum. So I sent the Chainbreakers to scout there. So plans can change. We'll see. Right now, it's the Band Isle, then Bular Fortress, and it might change depending on what Rahi and the Duke tell us. That is a longer term. Things can change whenever it feels natural.
Let's go to the Bandile, and then from there we will go to Balar, and from there we will figure it out.
Exactly. And DM, would I know this, or would I need to make a check about the money that's sitting in the well that we didn't get to leave with?
What? So what do you want to know about it?
Like, do I just know that it's there, or do I have to like recall it?
Oh yeah, Coral said that he fully got robbed. So you guys know that Ophia has that in her possession. Now, I will be honest. It's probably not just sitting in a sack in a safe that's labeled with a $sign on it. She might have already spent it.
Dang.
You guys don't know, but you do know is that she owes you 12 grand.
That bitch.
Yes. Well, right, and we can discuss this further along, but we currently have no ship funds at the moment, so we can pull from our own resources, or Ophia does still owe us 12,000 gold from the...
What?
Yes, we competed in the food chain back at the well, and we won, and Coral, my brother, bet in our favor, but then Ophia betrayed us, and we had to escape, and my brother had to escape without our money, so that's...
She shot Olive in the back.
Yes, she did do that.
And our friend,
No. Yes,
our
go
friend
ahead.
Arthur also was supposed to save like this animal that we're not sure where it's from.
Yes, Fred, I believe he's from the MOP. Is that above player knowledge?
Nope, you know that. Yep.
So it might be nice to grab him too.
Yes, this may be unpopular. I don't wish Ophia any harm for that. We've settled our scores, especially after that meeting with Tior. That's all been settled. We're on a neutral playing field. Things can change, but right now, if we are going to go to the well to get our money, I would prefer we not go in with violence.
I wish her a mild amount of harm.
Yeah.
I wish her a handful of bad months over the course of her life.
She's
That's-
not a good person.
No, I agree with you on that. She, I may not wish her harm, but that does not mean I think she is a good person. Yes, you are all entitled to your own separate feelings about her. That is just mine. But so if her, I think it's very wise that we should secure some more funds. So if that's something you're interested in, perhaps it can be a stop on the way.
We'll talk about it. Yeah.
Right. Yes, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's make our preparations and let's get going.
Okay. Absolutely sounds great. Is there anything else in this little conversation before we kind of just like run through some RP and some shopping real quick? No, 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 and no. Okay, awesome. Also, by the way,
Sure.
thank you. You want to ring the western side of the map for all it's worth, and I really appreciate that.
Give it.
Perfection.
We don't have time.
We have. There's still
It'll be so quick, it'll be a
There
day
is so much time.
There's
So much time.
2/3 of the world still to explore. I'm so excited. Imagine how dense everything else is if this is how long it's fucking take us to get here. Anyway, all right. So real quick, trip. For mud for high class scissors. Is anybody okay? Just shopping, general store. We're just gonna run through this real quick. Anybody else want to buy anything else?
Do I need the gun? No.
Do
Do
you
I
want the
have
gun?
470 gold? Yes. But
Throw in the 100 if you want.
Her,
No, don't worry about it.
will you just take this? I don't like carrying it around, and Mud will give you 100 gold.
I give it back to you.
I don't want it.
I throw
don't
it at
like
you.
it.
Get it away from me.
Ow!
It goes in the coin slot.
Just,
Don't worry about it.
You
Maybe
put it
It's
in
like
the
skee
hole?
ball. It's like skee ball.
Oh,
Awful.
Get out of here.
I'm picturing a situation where Mud tries to dive in front of someone and the bullet goes fully through and hits the person behind him.
no.
Fuck.
We have to use that in a fight.
You can
Fire
use Mud as
grenade.
cover and shoot through
We can
it.
make a play off of that.
Yeah.
Olive rests the barrel of her sniper in mud.
You're like
and
that one
fires.
Chinese special forces guy that shot through a guy's legs to kill a guy that had a hostage. Oh,
my
God.
god.
God. Okay.
I'm gonna Google that.
So shopping. Besides scissors, anything else? Do you want the gun?
No, it's fine. I'm gonna wait. There's got to be better guns in the palm of the fist, and I'm gonna wait for the best gun.
Hell yeah. Fucking yeah, Caden is like behind the counter being like, we are very open about wanting people to be strapped in this island. But you decline firearm ownership. Mud for scissors, 2 gold. That's fine. If you just want to subtract that. Anything else from anybody else?
Gab had sent something in our secret chat that I think might be a
Ooh.
worthy investment. A pressure. It is common. I have it pulled up. It is
It is-
a common, or it's a wondrous item.
It's wondrous,
Common.
but it's a common item.
It's
yeah.
common.
Okay.
So I would also be interested in buying that too.
Mm-hmm. But I don't
It's-
think they wouldn't have that here.
Okay, I
right?
still don't know what it is, so I don't know.
It's a pressure capsule. Anyone who consumes it ignores the effects of swimming at depths greater than 100 feet.
I sent it in the tavern.
They absolutely would have that here.
All right,
Definitely.
and I'm also
yes.
gonna buy that because I think it's just
Yeah.
100 gold.
Tis.
The lock on the bottom of the sea.
It don't say how much it is.
On the
wait,
Excel
it'll be-
sheet, it did.
Oh.
That's where I saw it first.
Oh.
Where's the cost of it though?
It's 100 on the Excel sheet.
Oh, okay.
So actually, we're gonna rule it that you are able to buy, let's say this. You can buy as many as you want, or as many as you can afford. They're gonna cost 25 gold pieces. However, they work for 1d6 hours. So because I just looked it up.
Okay.
The pressure capsule is worth 100 gold pieces because it's a capsule that you take and it's just permanent and you immediately are just good forever. But we're not gonna do that. So it's gonna be like if you take it, there's a limited amount of time you have before the effects come back on you. Make sense?
All right.
All right.
How many do you think we need?
Uh,
Well, Cowrie, you would be good, right? If we were
Yeah,
to go to.
I think I could just be a seal.
Yeah. Unless you
And
guys
you-
are in deep enough water that it would crush most organic things, like you're probably gonna be fine for okay, so let me put that in a different way. Those of you that have a swim speed can basically do deep diving down to the point that humans could go in the real world. But you couldn't go down to where the fucking Titanic submersible was because you'd just be dead anyway. You know
That's
what I mean?
exactly what I was
Yeah,
thinking.
exactly.
Well, I'm just thinking about whoever told us about. Oh, you would need a porthole to the deep sea.
Mm.
and the riddle said to the depths. So I think, even though we are pretty amphibian, we should probably invest in something like this. So I will. You said they're 25 gold.
25 gold pieces, but again, for temporary, yes.
Yeah.
25 gold per pop. Yeah,
4?
I said per
You're
pop.
getting.
Yeah.
You said
Oh.
you're getting 4.
I don't know. I'm thinking. Do I get?
I
Thought
was
they were
thinking,
in-
I was thinking of getting 2. Maybe if
You're also a
we-
faster swimmer than I.
that's true, but you could hold your breath indefinitely, right?
True, but I think the point is once we get to a certain point,
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
we wouldn't
So-
survive at all, no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Right. I think I'm going to get 2. I'm going to get 2 of those.
DM to players, very smart decision, very smart move.
I will
It
also.
was
get
all
two.
Gab. It was all Gab.
I think I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna buy 4 just in case, mostly out of game. If I roll 2 1s and it's only for 2
Easy
hours,
peasy, honestly, yeah, not a problem.
I'm gonna buy 4. So 100 gold.
That is, I'm so glad you saw that. I didn't even know that existed. That's super cool.
I'm not seeing it on the inventory though. Pressure.
I'm making a custom thing. I don't
Yeah.
think it's in.
I think it's like a custom D&D item, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's weird
It's,
because
it's
you can
on
look it up.
Wikidot.
It is
yeah.
on what the
It's up for 5th edition.
stream pause. Time for us to investigate Wikidot. Wikidot pressure capsule? In a bit different another edition.
The source
Hey.
is Ghosts of Salt Marsh.
Oh. Yeah, that's a canon thing.
For
Cool.
going deep in the salt marsh.
Who knew?
I just made a little custom.
Okay, easy
thing on
peasy.
D&D
Yes, all those capsules. Anything else from anybody else? So we got scissors,
Yeah.
pressure capsules,
Scissors.
no gun,
Scissors.
healing potions. Everybody cool?
I'm cool.
Okay. Absolutely awesome then. So from the shop, is anybody going anywhere else in the town? Are you guys going back to the manor? Are you guys going to the ship immediately? Aragonite and Calcite come say goodbye, Olive.
I would go back to the manor to say goodbye
Okay.
to them and to Coral and Fiona.
Okay, back to the manor then, and then for the rest of you, anything else, or just going right to the port?
I just want to buy some quick things and then I'm out.
What do you want to buy?
Mud, we'll break off from the party, go to the shop real quick and just be like, I'd like, he looks at all the 4 different scissors that are sold in this tiny shop.
Mm-hmm.
Goes like this. Goes, okay.
Props.
Okay.
Oh shit!
Okay,
Oh my God,
I want
damn.
this one. I
That's
have 3
more than all
scissors.
right with me. Yeah.
This one, and he's not gonna get like a captain's hat, but he is gonna get like a wide brim straw hat. And he's gonna buy that too, and then as he's paying for it, he will just druid craft a little bit of flowers and put them on the thing as well and say, "Have a nice day."
Making an old man smile. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Just like 5 gold for all of it. Perfect. Easy peasy. He happily takes it, feeble old little water genasi man's hand, and then begins to count up his new coins and begins to appreciate his flowers.
Looks at this feeble man, looks at the crates that have yet to be moved into the shop and says, "What's that over there?" Runs.
Thank you, helpful bandit, as you rush off towards the port.
I didn't steal anything.
As you rush off back to the port, the last
Yes.
little thing is that Orla is there waiting for you guys, Cowrie, Mud, and her. And what you guys are able to see, Orla just very quickly approaches and hands Mud a little, like, paper-wrapped gift and says, "Hey, this is from your little friend that came in. He's going to talk to me." And he hands over, she hands over a little wrapped
Huh?
gift. And she pokes it. She
What?
pokes it with her cane. She pokes it.
I didn't hear it. What?
And she like looks up from the gift at you, and then looks down to the gift and like a wave. Give me an insight check.
3. What does that get me?
Not a goddamn clue. Just,
Can I open this?
mm.
Okay. Opens it.
As you open it up, what you're able to see, with a small little silver circle, you are able to see inside sea glass that has been glued and like melted together. And you're able to recognize this is the same sea glass that you gifted to Carpet just the previous evening, and he has spent some of the gold to give you this gift. And Cowrie and her, you'd be able to recognize what this is. This is a little like reflective panel that can be used to signal other ships from afar. And in a nice little reference to your previous conversation, Carpet left a little note, which Mud, taking it out, you're able to read, "Hope this isn't too sloppy." A reference to what you and him talked about the other day, or the other night.
What did I say? Did I say something about it What did I say?
You mentioned life being sloppy and journeys being sloppy and things like that. Just a nice little reference. I write things down.
Oh, I slept too hard. Okay. Mud will hurry back to the shop and be like, "Can I please get like a necklace chain or something real quick?"
It's a big thing. It's like
okay.
You look like LL Cool J.
I
with the
put it in
clock.
my hole.
Stay in the glass.
Put a light behind me. I'll be a lighthouse.
Look like you're looking through the window of a church and just
Does it fit? Does it fit?
Fucking yes.
Funk. Cool.
Like Iron Man.
The saddest little piss boy Iron Man you've ever done.
Olive casts light inside of Mud, and it becomes one of the death rays that can burn ants. It's like a little arc reactor. Okay. As with a little final gift, with a little gift from Carpet, we're then going to cut over to Olive, going back to Terraborg Manor real quick. Sorry, real quick is in like we're it's not totally immersed, kind of we're moving along here. Olive, what do you do?
I will go inside. I don't think there's anything here that I left, but I will get Temperance. I will call him downstairs.
You hear books fall in your room.
That's fine.
He kind of like punches through the door a little bit, and then and you watch him like get to the stairs a little bit, and he goes,
"You can do it. It's okay. You got it. You got it. It's okay.
And he
you
goes,
can do it."
And he just jumps down like 30 stairs and lands right there.
We'll work on stairs, but that's one way to do it. We're leaving. If you'd like, if you want to head back to the ship, or if you'd like to wait for me.
And he will sniff you very gently, like, without touching you, and then pat his way off to go to the port.
Okay.
You're then able to hear,
Oh my god!
as just random passersby, as he goes right through the middle of town, you're able to hear doors slam and shutters close. As Temperance links up with the other members of the party and just kind of plops down with you guys and just sits and looks at you.
Oh my god. I will go looking for my siblings that are here and Fionn.
Okay. I'm gonna say that Coral has rejoined with Aragonite and Calcite, and they're all still in the sitting room. Fionn is gonna be back in like the servants' quarters, basically, just kind of tidying up. I got. Oh wait, there's a little bit of.
Sorry.
That was Fionn dapping you up real quick. You can have your pick of the litter.
I'll go talk. Sorry, you said Aragonite, Calcite, and Coral were all together, and Fionn's off.
Yep.
Separately.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go talk to Fionn first.
Okay. You're able to find Fionn fixing himself a small breakfast. The pickings from what was left over from the big breakfast that you guys had, along with just some little fixins that he liked to make himself, and you're able to catch him just kind of eating in like a little like lounge area next to the kitchen.
Hi. Sorry to disrupt you.
It's not a problem at all, Olivine. How was breakfast for everyone? Did everyone enjoy themselves?
Everyone enjoyed it very much. Thank you. Really appreciate it. We appreciate everything you've done over the past day or so, given all the chaos that's gone on.
I am always happy to help out, and it's nice to see you have reliable people around you.
Yes. I just wanted to let you know that we are heading out, and I wanted to say goodbye.
Fionn kind of looks to you and goes, "Well, thank you so much for taking me into consideration. Your siblings are just in the room over there. You're going to miss... I received some communication. You're going to miss your parents by about a day or so. Would you prefer to wait, or do you want me to give them a message from you?"
That's too bad. Yes, if you could give them a message please, it's the home has been hospitable as always, but I think we're anxious to get on the move, so I wouldn't want to slow us down any further.
Fion takes out a little book. He scribbles in Primordial that message. And as you and him have have a casual kind of relationship, he you're see kind of peeking over. He kind of touches up some of the words a little bit to make it a little bit more flattering.
Don't say exactly what I said. Just say that we had to leave. Sorry, we missed you. You know,
I understand,
yeah,
miss. There's no problem there.
You've worked with them. You know what will make them happy.
Of course, Olivine, of course. And he closes that book, and then says, but thank you for helping to remove the riffraff from the party yesterday evening. And he kind of looks to you and kind of sees that something has kind of changed about you in the way that you kind of carry yourself, just from all the adventures that you've had, and just says, and I am certain that the remaining riffraff, wherever they might have been, won't be an issue for the foreseeable future.
Certainly not. They are not stupid enough to enter the Grip Isle with bad intentions.
While I am never one to underestimate the stupidity of pirates, I think you and your crew can leave quite the impression.
Thank you, Fion.
And he kind of extends a hand out in a very formal handshake, a very proper way of greeting you, being family of the manor, and him being one of the, a head servant, essentially, to shake your hand.
I give him a hug.
Oh, he hugs you back. He's like, I can't really initiate it, honestly. It would break, certain formalities, but I'm so happy that it's been a good life so far, Olive.
I'm glad. We're all very grateful to have you.
Fion smiles and wishes you well on your travels.
Then I'll go talk to my siblings.
All right. You see Aragonite and Calcite and Coral in the sitting area. Aragonite and Coral are playing chess. Aragonite is losing badly.
Good.
And the floor is yours.
I don't mean to interrupt if you've got the game going.
Give me a quick second. Coral looks over and just kind of gets up, kind of bumps the table with his knee, and it knocks all the pieces over and goes, "Oh, Aragonite, you almost had me too." And he turns away.
I just wanted to let you all know that my crew and I are heading out.
You're heading out now, Olive. Coral, speaking to you, immediately comes up to you and goes, where would you be heading to next?
We're making a quick pit stop at the Band Isle. Cowrie wanted to make a quick visit.
All right, that's gonna be so much fun. I remember traveling there. The people. I would recommend not if you want to go there for the proper experience of what you pay for, go to Comfort. But if you want to see the real guts of it, if you want to see Selkie culture, I'd say go to Token. It's around the other side of the island.
Good to know. Thank you. And Coral, I know when we got here, I asked you to come with us. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I think it might be best for the both of us if you stayed here, or stayed doing whatever you want to do.
His head immediately starts to hang, and then he puts his hands up to his face, and he kind of wipes his face, and he looks up and goes, Olive, the last time I went traveling on my own, a hippo punched me so hard I was out. I woke up after a table had been flipped on me because I fell onto it, and then I had to run. I am okay staying here for a little bit.
Okay, thank you. It's been so great having you with us. I think that wherever we're going, this is something I need to do just with my crew.
I can understand. But if you're ever in need of any assistance, I'm only a quick boat ride away. I can charm any captain's sails to carry any wind that I want, and I'd be happy to help in any way that I can. And I learned my lesson from last time, tight-lipped around mother and father.
Yes, if you could. This is all like sidebar with
100%, yeah.
with Coral. If you could keep that up, I would really, really appreciate it. I told Fionn to give them a message. I know I'll be missing them. Just, I don't know, tell them I'm sorry that I missed them.
Well, how about this, Olive? I can tell them that you're among people who are incredibly safe and incredibly proficient at improvising. Meaning that if any danger was to arise on this journey, you are in the best possible hands.
Yes, tell them I'm with my crew. They've met them before.
Yes, understood. I will absolutely do that. And Olive, it's been a pleasure sailing around with you and adventuring, and although I'm ready to be in comfort for a while, if you ever need a sixth, because I believe there are 5 on your ship, including the Goliath man, the giant man.
Yes, there's... Yes, 5 of... well, 6 if you count Temperance. I think he counts for 2 people, really.
If you would ever be in need of a 7th, then I am just one conversation with a puddle away.
Give him a big hug.
Big ol' hug directly to you. Squeeze, and then Coral wishes you well on your travels.
Yeah. I'll go over to Calcite, give her a big hug as well.
Olive, I hear you're leaving us so soon.
I know, I'm sorry. We have a lot to do in this world, and I can't stay here forever.
She kind of like breaks away from the hug, same as the party, and kind of like holds on to like your elbows and your forearms, like kind of staying connected to you, and goes, I completely understand. Your fate is in the hands of the stars now. And just as the constellations, each one, are beautiful and unique in their own right, so too will you bring your unique and beauty to the sky that is the sea.
That was beautiful, Calcite. Thank you.
Another really big hug from her.
Big hug.
If you're ever in need of anything, just just look to the sky and then look towards wherever the waters are reflecting the stars back, and I'm just a conversation away.
The same goes for you.
She says that she loves you and wishes you well in your travels.
I'd say the same to her. No, I'll go over to Aragonite.
Aragonite, kind of like arms crossed, knowing that he was going to lose and that Coral pitied him, kind of looks to you, and he goes, and he stands up. Let me change the music. Oh, there you go. Nothing's here, just back where it was.
Oh, okay. You don't have to get up. It's fine.
No, it's fine. I'll stand. I hear you're leaving again, and he stands to greet you.
Yes, we have places to be, and as nice as it was to come home, we have things to do elsewhere.
Fine, I guess. I will not tell Mother and Father about the table, or at least what happened to it, and I certainly won't tell them about how you ran off to the carpal tunnels, but give me a quick insight check on Aragonite as he kind of like stumbles over his words a little bit.
Advantage? Because it's her brother.
Nah, because he's a bitch. I don't. If anything, I get disadvantaged reading this bitch. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
Mhm.
You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. You look in the reflection of the grandfather clock, thinking about your adventure, and you're able to see Coral kind of like snap his fingers. You get a D6 of Bardic Inspiration. If you get a 4 or higher, it's gonna be a DC 14. Okay.
Okay. Ay. Dropped it.
Hit it, Joe.
Hit it, Joe. I got a 4.
You got a 4. Kate, am I allowed to go into a bit of Olive's history that hasn't been revealed to the party or the game yet?
Yeah, sure.
You remember back when your magic manifested that first time, and you remember how you grew to be such a large, imposing force, seemingly at random, and you remember how each of your family members reacted. And you remember that on that day, I believe that was Aragonite and Calcite's the celebration of their 18th birthday, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And remembering back, kind of like getting into deeper specifics, you remember that Calcite's face was one of bewilderment, as if this was like some kind of incredible feat that she had never seen before. And that kind of unique occasion encapsulated her, and she wanted to know more, and she saw that as a beautiful expression of magic. My phone keeps going off, it's distracting me. Cut that. But for Aragonite, you remember in his face, it was a face of, again, the grip isle, so incredibly contained, very kind of like isolationist in a way. And Aragonite, never seeing that magic before, was shocked. And you remember that just like after this like immediate childlike, 18 years old, still very much like legally an adult, very much a child mentally, that there was fear in his eyes of the unknown before he ducked for safety, like not wanting to see what happened next. And you get the sense that in this way, after the fight with Bull, knowing what you're capable of, Aragonite isn't just being ignorant in the sense that like he just doesn't like you because he doesn't like you. Aragonite recognizes that you're very powerful and that your magic is different from the rest of the Terraborg family. And you guys are siblings and he loves you deeply. But there's a part of you that terrifies him because it's unknown and it's powerful, and he's not sure how to react to that. And what he says is, I just don't want to lie to mother and father if you're not gonna be safe out there. But her and I talked a little bit, and her's cool because her is able to take people out of reality, and Mud is able to, like, from what I saw of the fight, Mud's able to like rip into people, and Cowrie's able to hit people with a sword very well and like run away pretty effectively. And so I think you're in capable hands. So I think you're gonna be okay, but just like don't do dumb things.
I would offer the same advice to you, because telling mother and father about what happened last night, that would incriminate you as well with the party, and inadvertently you invited a very dangerous person into our home, Aragonite.
I had to move my head up so you could see my lips pursing.
It happens. We all do dumb things and we make mistakes, so it's just a matter about learning from them. And just as I will do that, I would hope you would do the same.
He is roasted into complete and utter silence. There is no witty comeback that I can make for that. As he kind of like looks down to like your neck area, and he notices the necklace with the key still on it. As he says, maybe you should give that back then, and points to the key.
Of course. How could I forget? It'd be very dumb if I lost this on the high seas or it got stolen. And I will take it off. I just ask for... You want this?
Yes, Olive, I want the key to the family library back.
All right, I will give it to you. Just... shake my hand.
Give me a quick persuasion roll, and I'm going to say do it with advantage.
Okay. 15.
The 15, he looks to you and says, he has like the 18-year-old pose of like, ugh, he kind of puts his head back and he goes, how about this? If I promise to use it more, I'll hug you for it.
Those are your terms. I just said I'd give you the key if you shake my hand, but if you want a hug, okay.
Come here. And he like, it's very like, where like Calcite and Coral is very much like body on body, like full like embrace. With him, it's like the kind of like shoulder first, kind of like chest going in, like kind of hugs you.
It's a side hug.
And then he breaks away and he goes, "Give me the key."
All right, here you go. Here you go.
He takes the key, and then before he wishes you well in your travels, he says, "Time to get to learning."
It would do you well, and it doesn't have to be for you. It would do you and Calcite well, I think.
Always happy to help the family. Travel well, Olive.
Thank you.
And Aragonite, after wishing you well in his own personal way, heads off. You're able to see he kind of like talks with Coral and Calcite a little bit, and then walks over to the family library, and door opens up, and him and Calcite step inside. As you have said, anybody else you want to say goodbye to?
Nope. I will head to me ship.
Okay. As you are heading back to the ship, I really fucking hope I'm able to do enough Irish accent variations that the characters are clear. This has been rough. All right. So,
I'm sorry.
No, you're all good. You are all good. Getting back to the ship, you guys are able to look upon the ramshackle her. It's beautiful. You've literally never seen this ship look this good. A wonderful reddish brown HTK Exterminator, big blocky letters, black outline, purple interiors. The sails have been fixed. The helm has been fixed. You're not getting splinters if you walk with bare feet anymore. It's all good. And the armor has increased as well, as it almost seems like the ship has a sturdier hull. And with that, as you guys face the HTK Exterminator, is there anything else before you guys depart?
I'll give Orla one quick hug and goodbye.
Orla switches to Primordial so she's not tripping over her words all the time, and goes,
"It was so good to see you, Olive. And I hope the ship serves you well."
And Primordial as well. Oh, of course it will, Orla. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough for the work you and your crew did on it. I'm very excited to get it onto the water, and I hope business remains well for you, and that you do well.
It is slow going, but it is nice to see so many familiar faces. And make sure not to get swindled out there if your ship gets into any trouble. Not everybody's going to be as generous as me, but you can always come back for the family price.
Thank you, Orla. We really appreciate it. Take care of yourself, all right?
a deep hug once again, before wishing you well.
I'll climb up onto the ship.
All right. With Temperance and the four of you on board, with none of the Terraborg family joining you, you are all able to set sail if you so choose.
And him, right?
Oh, and him, of course, yes.
Okay.
Him's
good.
like,
We left him behind.
I just kind of stay on the ship. Hi.
You could have come off the ship if you would like. You didn't have to stay here.
It was, I kind of just went to bed and then woke up and you guys were here. It's fine.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
How about this? I'll come with you guys to the band aisle then. And I'll actually leave the ship this time. That'll make you more comfortable.
That would actually make me a lot more comfortable. Thank you.
Yes, we want you to explore the same things that we're exploring.
You're a part of this crew.
How long has it been since you stood on land that didn't move under your feet?
Let's go to the band aisle. And will you all please tell me where exactly you'd like to go?
The band aisle.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
The band aisle.
And then off to the band aisle.
aisle.
then with the majority off to the band aisle we go. And we're taking a very quick break and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, Yarhar, I hope it's be a fun time so far. And now for a quick little drive-by of the band aisles. Everybody get ready for that. See you soon. Peace.
Woo.
Hit it, Joe.
Yeah. All right, we are back.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, so we are back. All right, so now I can get kind of into the whole, like, of how traveling is going to work for tonight.
Slay.
Fun fact, there are going to be no random events. The waters around the Finger Isles are very calm and very easy to navigate, and so we'll be doing no rolling. However, we're also going to speed through the travel to get to the fun stuff. But there is room for RP. So once you guys are probably a couple hours out onto the sea, once the Grip Isle is nothing more than a slight blip on the horizon, the floor is yours if there's anything anybody wants to do or talk about.
Before we had set off, as we were talking to him, I would just like to gone up to him and say, if you would like to take a break, I can take the helm for a while.
That's more than okay, yes. And him's gonna go down and just kind of exist below deck for a little bit.
I'll take the helm from him, steal the ship.
Okay, absolutely perfect.
I was thinking more of like, fine.
Running in the 90s. All we get drift the whole way. Okay. Olive, how does it feel taking the helm?
Feels good.
Feels good. Okay.
It's a new sensation, but something she could get used to.
Okay, absolutely perfect. Well, then with that little seed, is there any other kind of like roleplay interactions we want to do before we get to the band aisle?
I do have one. Mad will look at his scissors that he just bought, look at his straw hat, and then go find her.
I think her would be near Olive, just trying to help get the sails going, doing some, like, blowing some wind towards the sails to get some momentum. So you'd probably find me towards the back of the boat.
Hey, her.
Yeah? What's up?
I realized I should probably have also bought a comb, but I forgot.
It's
But I
okay.
was wondering, could you give me a haircut? It's kind of hard to see with all the hair in my face, so.
Could I do like I don't know what kind of check it would be, but like some sort of check to see if we would have a comb on the ship? There's a lot of us with longer hair. I feel like
there's a lot of crap on this ship. Yeah, go ahead. No problem. Go ahead and give me a quick investigation check, and I'll say, Muddy, you can make one too.
oh,
Okay.
yikes.
Okay.
What'd you get?
8.
I also got an 8.
Well,
Besties.
We look in the same spots.
you guys have been like, oh, there's a lot of people with long hair on this ship, and you guys like kind of look over and look at yourselves, and it's like, this is the most naughty fucking bullshit hair in the world.
We gotta like look under temperance and like, oh, it's not there.
You see Cowrie's fucking shaved sides of their head and be like, that makes sense now.
We like open the door to Olive's cabin, close it. Like, we don't even go inside.
Scooby-Doo looking motherfucker.
Their heads stack on top.
No comb.
Absolutely.
You gotta use God's comb, also known as fingers.
You know what? We don't need a comb anyway, and I'll like tip.
We
I'll,
don't
like,
need a comb.
I'll usher like mud up to the top of the ship. Let's see. Do I have any spells to make your hair wet?
I mean, I can just dunk his head in some water.
How would you do? Wait. Okay.
I have to create water. I can just make more.
I think last
We're
time you
in the
used, like-
ocean.
We're in the ocean, that too.
Yeah, but like, wouldn't the boat be like beat up from the ocean?
I cast create water and create a basin of water in a barrel and just go blah, 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 and then take my head out.
Perfect.
Great. And now with your wet hair, I'll comb through it to try and unknot some of it, and
It's
whatever knots I
so
can't get out, I like trim it a little bit. How
It's so snarled.
short?
He has not combed it, probably since he woke up.
How short do you want it?
Ow, sorry. I think I'd like it, like out of my eyes and maybe off the back of my neck.
Okay. I think I would just like go in then and like just trim it up. So it's just like right above your eyebrow, and then trim it up so it's like not hanging on your neck as much, and then on the sides wherever there's knots.
Yeah,
No specific hairstyle.
Can you shave the sides a little bit like Cowrie?
Can I do that with scissors?
I don't know.
I'm gonna.
How do they shave? How do they do it?
I'm sure I probably have like razors or something that I.
If
Shave
anybody
it.
would.
Can we do another investigation check to see if we
Can
peek
we-
into Cowrie's room?
Honestly, yeah, I want an investigation check, including Cowrie.
Okay, let's see. I've only got.
Hey! I rolled good.
I
I'll
rolled a
help you out
4.
with my -1. 17.
17. Awesome.
I got a 19.
You're about to go on a fucking full Scooby-Doo montage until
That's my room. That's not Cowrie's room.
Oh, my bad. And then, like,
Mud and Cowrie are able to find razors packed in with all of fucking Cowrie's stuff.
I'm like, they're here somewhere. They're here somewhere.
You have a cap with razors in the
Loose
brim that you used
on
to use to
you?
fight people.
They might be in my hair, actually. There, so don't lose them.
Thank you.
I think you see her like looking into her own room to like see if it might be in there.
You
Comes
hit
back
your
up.
head
It's like
real
I got
hard.
nothing.
You hit your head real hard when we were leaving the carpal tunnels, and I'm kind of worried about you. We didn't talk about it because you almost immediately went to bed, and now in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have let you go to bed with a possible concussion. But no, that's your room.
Right. Okay. We're fine. We're
Also,
fine.
we keep
get
saying
out.
rooms. You guys have there's the captain's quarters and then there's hammocks. There's
Yeah.
not
Their hammock. Great. I go up. I don't know what kind of check should I do to see if I do this well. Sleight of hand.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna do sleight of hand. We'll see how this turns out. Yeah.
I give you guidance.
Can somebody give me advantage? Can we help?
Coin.
Yeah, I'll tell them.
How do I razor this? How do I shave this off?
So you kind of want to hold the ear down so he doesn't lose the ear,
Yeah,
and
I
you want
can't
to kind of
grow that
hold it
back.
sideways and like
With this
like a
help,
delicate, it's like a little flick of the wrist.
Great.
Cowrie,
And it
do you
helps
wanna
to
do this part.
Cut it first.
I rolled a nat 20, so
Yeah!
this is the best haircut you've ever
We're
seen.
going full
First thing-
GTA logic. Mud, if you want to have a haircut that needs more hair, that's fine. No, what haircut do you want?
First I'll I'm gonna like make it look cool. I'm gonna braid it. Then I'm gonna chop the braids off. Then I'm gonna shave it off on the sides. Trim it up all around. Looks fantastic.
I think it looks so good. I think like after that initial just talking, you figure out how to comb it in a way that doesn't snarl it anymore. and you realize that like after Mud has washed his hair, and like this is the first time that Mud is like he's washed his body in the sea, but like didn't really get into his hair, and so like it takes a while to clean. And you like cut away like this hair that like probably has been matted with like dried blood from when he like woke up for the first time, and like it's like you're cutting away a lot of like this like scrungly mess. You're cutting it away, and Mud actually has like surprisingly curly hair. Like once it's like you've gotten the weight out of it, like it gets a little bit springy and bouncy, just like this really sweet curly brown hair. And you trim it out of his eyes. And as you shave over the sides, you also realize that he has, they are not like, fresh is not the right term for the hole in his chest, but like obviously having already healed while he was still alive the first time, he has these great raking scar, like claw marks on the side of his head too, and like just he's covered in there are a lot of scars in a lot of places on this boy, and he like, but like you clean him up and he's like, this feels really nice, like I can blink and not get hair in my eye. This is great.
And for the final touch, I'll like blow a little wind to dry your hair out, so it's all like perfectly styled for you.
It's like a hair dryer. Nice and hot.
That sounds nice too.
I'm just blowing on your hair. No.
Haircut ASMR.
It's a haircut.
Haircut. That's good.
This triple S.
I found a tick in here. Let me comb it out.
The triple S salon special is the haircut.
The quadruple S, because they have to tack on salons as well.
That's so good. Yeah.
Okay. With that haircut, is there any conversation during the cut itself, or?
Oh, you also don't have a lot of memories of who you once were, right? Yeah.
That's safe to assume, yes.
You're doing a really good job, like being a person with all of that, not there. And
What do you mean?
as you like you remember stuff, but like it doesn't make, at least to me, it doesn't like change you. Like you're already a full person. You're already a full person, even if you don't know who you once were. And I just like, how do you know like what to keep about yourself when it like feels like when it feels like you're changing all the time?
It's really hard to navigate it, honestly. I think, a lot of it, like, people tell you who you were, and that's great to hear. And it's cool to, like, understand who I was. But some of it's really hard to relate to now. I think things are so different. People, like, everyone that I'm around now is kind of different. I think it's just deciding what you want to keep and what you want to like understand and what you want to like associate yourself with, but I don't think that necessarily needs to define who you are currently.
Like how do you know like what you want is like what's good for you?
I don't. I don't think I know. I know what we want as a crew and what I used to want, but sometimes I even struggle with what I want currently, and I think that's what makes us all humans, Like even if we do know what we want, sometimes maybe that's not the right answer, but we won't know until we go after it or we try to go after it. Like everything Ken said about Superi and Trum, now like I don't know much about it, but now I feel like I don't know if it's the right answer, but now I feel like maybe I do have some sort of obligation I have to do there, but I don't necessarily want to, and I don't know if it's necessarily the right thing. I mean, it could be. I don't,
Like, I don't really know how to be happy. I don't have any memories of me being happy. Like, I'm sure I was. Like, you can't always be, like, oh, I'm about to die, that can't be your whole existence. But it's all I remember. And so, for the longest time, just in my head, I had, when I woke up, was first run away, get away, and then it was just like, I need to kill Slashclaw. I need revenge. I need it. I won't function without it. It's my only purpose. That's just what was running through my head for a long time. Of like, if I don't do this, then I'm just like a walking corpse, and I don't like, how do you, if you have no memories of your past, how can you know to be different?
Well, let me ask you another question, follow-up question to your statement before we get into that. Would you say you're happier now? Maybe what I'm feeling isn't happiness. Maybe it's something else. I know that I'd rather feel this way than be stuck with Phoebe back in the arbor. I don't think many people want to hang out with Phoebe for a long time.
She's intense, like a
Yeah.
lot.
She's pretty intense. So
when she get drunk, she just talk about her husband a lot, and I have no social skills, so I was like, I'd always be like, well, why did you marry him in the first place? And then she'd get real mad at me, and that's when she stopped talking to me, which was probably best for both of us. But
it's all right. It's okay. But I think, knowing all these things about your past, and although they can be dark and they can be scary and not happy, I think it's a good pathway for you to grow upon, to know this is what you were, but that's not necessarily who you have to be. You're mud. You can do whatever you want. I think we all know that by now. You can do whatever you want. You do all the sorts of wild things, and may not be socially. They're not. We're in Pirate City. We're pirates. We can do whatever we want. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to. I don't know. Yeah.
I just picture her being like, I do whatever I want. I do whatever I want. And Mud comes in, money for fun. I know I'm really scared of and Mud is nervously eating this whole time. He has tangerines out the wazoo.
Mhm.
He has a little pile of peels in front of him. Because when Mud gets scared, he likes to snack. Okay, art imitating life.
Drew, is this going to affect our rations?
No, you're fine.
No, I can make
Mud
more.
can just make food. It's
Yeah.
fine. We'll say his good berries are tangerines.
Some of our bodies.
Please.
I think it's easier to if you're just surviving. I think it's easier not to be a person. But I so fucking cursed. I just read the chat. You fucking gremlin. Just go to jail.
Disgusted.
I dropped my dice in the trash can. It was so gross.
Also, the best insult name, Mid. I gotta say it.
That is not mid.
That dice is in there. I'll find it later.
In your chest, Dossie.
Oh, I did this to myself.
Yes, you did.
It's just easier to not be a person. But and so I don't know. There are a lot of feelings that I'm feeling for at least the me right now, first time, and I just don't have any basis. I don't have any like, oh, this is what this like. Oh, you're feeling this way. This is what happiness feels like, or oh, you're feeling this way. This is what when something's funny, you know, and I just wonder how you do it because you seem to just have it all together.
Well, I really don't have it all together. There's a lot of people that want to kill me that I don't remember, like Hammer. Rahi wanted to kill me. I don't have it all together, but I think you should embrace being human and enjoy, and if something's funny, you might chuckle, you might laugh. If something's happy, you'll smile. I think if you become more cognizant of how you feel, and you become more aware of how you're reacting to things, I think you'll start to slowly understand what it truly means to be happy. Because even though you might have a ton of crazy things going on all the time, and things might not be the way you want it, and things might be upsetting and sad or worse sad, doesn't necessarily mean you're always going to be sad. There are moments where you can be happy and laugh and joke around. And I'm not the best at all this like advice stuff, but I care about you, bud. I'm not good with all the talking. You know me. It's okay. I care about you.
Doing great. But you don't need to cry. It's okay.
I'm not crying. There's like a tear starting to swell up. I'm not crying.
Mud gets that look on his face of like, you're obviously crying, but why are you saying you're not crying?
Olive, tell him I'm not crying. Olive.
She's not crying, Mud. Give her a hug.
Oh, and a beautiful hug between friends.
I actively avoid the chest, Dusty.
Okay, excellent.
Don't want to hurt you.
You're taller than Mud.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. I'm like wrapped
You're the
around your
tallest
shoulders.
member of us, remember?
Her is 6 feet tall, right?
Her is 6 feet tall.
Her is huge.
Her is huge.
Mud is like 5'6".
The idea of her and Cherie from Alato being the same size is crazy to me. That's wild.
He's 5'5".
Well, with that wonderful wonderful hug, as an excellent piece of punctuation on the conversation, are there any other interactions that wish to be had before we cut over to the band dial?
Please, my ship, please.
I did want to talk to Olive, but if Cowrie wants to do something first, because I just had all the talking, please go ahead.
I have a little thing. So, Cowrie has spent a lot of the journey. Cowrie has not stopped moving since we have set sail, is kind of like moving around the ship and kind of pacing and like goes up in the rigging and comes back down and paces some more and then eventually goes to find Olive at the helm. And is just kind of like cracking their knuckles and fidgeting with all of their shinies and just like, I'm kind of freaking the fuck out. I'm kind of freaking out.
I was wondering when you were going to admit it.
I'm admitting it. I'm freaking out. I don't
Okay,
know what to
okay.
feel. I don't know.
That's okay. It's completely natural. This is we're all of us are going somewhere new, and new things can be scary, and that's okay.
I wasn't. The Band Isle was always somewhere I kind of thought about going, so I could kind of learn more. And I was on the fence, but what made me want to go is that I could ask about where my parents might be, if anyone knows where they might where they ended up. But up until yesterday, I had no inkling of where I came from before I was on the barn with Barnum. Barnum always told me that they raided a ship and they found me and they had planned to drop me off at the next port, but by the time they got there, I'd grown on them and I didn't want to leave, and so they just kept me around. And that was even if I were to run into my biological family someday, I would have no idea. I wouldn't even know them if I saw them. And so there was no point to wonder because there was no way to ever know. And now there's just... I guess I'm just trying to figure out what I owe them, because this guy, this Behono, he ruined his life. He put himself in debt in the fist just so that I would have the chance at something better. And I don't know what to do with that. Sorry, that's a lot. That's
No. It's great to hear you talk about yourself, and because I feel like every time something happens, you're always the first one to take care of everyone, and I wanted, regardless of what happened, I wanted to check in on you and how you were handling this, and because I feel terrible that I don't know much about you, but this is a great learning opportunity for you and also for us. I can't. I'm sure I speak for everyone when I say that we'd all love to learn more about you.
I would too. To be honest, I know more today than I have probably double the amount of information today than I had yesterday, just about. But
it's a lot, and it's completely natural to not know what to do with it. And in regards to what you said, I don't think you owe them anything. I think, if anything, they'll be happy to see you and that you're well and that you've been taken care of.
Oh man. I have to... Oh man. I guess... If I... Oh gosh. What if they suck? What do I do if they suck?
Then you never have to see them again. You don't have to interact with them any more than you would like.
I'm mainly I don't want them to suck. I want them to be good. I want for them to have had a good life. But I think the hardest part is that I feel like it was easier not to know, which I hate, because they suffered. They were, this all god cleric did something awful to them, and I don't know. I'm glad that I know, but carrying it, I don't know. But
it's all right to not know, and that's that's part of why we're going, so you can gather whatever you need, and whatever you want to do with that is ultimately up to you, which I know can be scary, but and if we get there and you don't like it, we can leave as soon as you want.
okay.
We have the code names for a reason. It's not. I know I know that the rules are a little loosey goosey, but that's for a reason.
Yeah. Thank you for talking this out with me, and I'm grateful that you guys are making this detour to come with me, even though I know there are certainly more pressing things that need to be done.
Don't worry
Just-
about all that. We would happily do this. With all you've done for us, this is the easiest thing I think we've ever had to do.
Thanks, Ollie.
Of course.
Okay. I'm gonna keep pacing around, because if I move still, I think move still. If I hold still, I think I'll explode. So I'm gonna go.
If you move still, that would be very impressive. I don't think I've ever seen anyone move still before.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to achieve that, but that's a goal to work towards.
Definitely. Well, I'll be here if you need anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
And continues moving around the ship, perhaps a little more settled, but just still is working out that nervous energy.
Okay. And then we have her and Cowrie, right?
I wanted to talk to Olive real quick.
Oh, Olive, yes, got it.
I think like as I'm helping with the sales and you're like right there, I'll just check in with you and be like, did you end up talking with your brother? I just really couldn't get a read on him on like what exactly he was trying to say.
Yes, I did talk to him. He, in his own way, he means well. He just doesn't show it the same way that other people do. Thank you for talking to him. You didn't have to do that.
Oh, I was just thanking them for having me, and he brought it up, and again, I don't know, it kind of came off as rude, but wasn't sure exactly what your relationship to your brother is.
It's complicated, obviously. He obviously didn't say it directly, but I could infer that he does care, which helps. I don't want him to hate me. I don't want any of them to hate me. They're my family. He's young. He says what he wants without sort of saying it directly. So it forces me to think more than I should. But you don't have to worry about him, or you don't have to worry about me. I don't seek his approval for things.
He did bring up the table. Did we need to leave money for that?
No, it's fine. We go through like a table a month. it just happens, you know. This clearly this was not the first party they've thrown while we've been away at the arbor. So no, honestly, I'd be more mad if anything got broken in the library than if it did anywhere else.
Yeah, I did mention maybe they should be like tighter-lipped about who they're inviting to the party, but I didn't mean that to come off in a rude way, but at the same
No.
time,
It's
you know.
definitely it's something they need to hear because and I said something along the same lines that if they hadn't had this party, perhaps Bull or Kenneth wouldn't have shown up.
Agreed. Well, if you need to talk about it, but I wanted to check in, so.
Yes, I wanted to check in too. A lot was revealed to all of us last night. How are you doing with Kenneth and then Hammer?
It's kind of exhausting. I think this is
Yeah.
like our first day we're able to actually breathe. I mean, we were supposed to, calm down when we got to the grip aisle, but then things rapidly got out of hand. It's just kind of overwhelming. And I mean, everything since the arbor has been overwhelming, but maybe we can get on some right footing soon. And I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot of information, a lot of unexpected information. So,
Of course, I totally understand, and here's hoping that. Excuse me. Sorry, I had one too many tangerines before. I hope that not only is this trip good for Cowrie, I hope it's good for all of us. I think we've all earned a much needed rest.
Agreed. Yeah. And if you don't want to do the helm anymore, just let me know, or I can wake up him.
No. I think I've got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. So him wasn't a part of Hurricane's crew with Rahi?
It doesn't sound like it. Nobody knows where he came from. Again, he just kind of, I awoke on a very damaged ship and he was there. And his name was Him. And I thought it was H-I-M, but it's H-Y-M-N. Like a song. Like a hymn.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. And it doesn't sound, and like, it sounds like Him. Was Him a bard once? Oh, that's such a great question. I don't know. It didn't sound like he remembered anything either.
Huh.
DM, did I ever talk to him?
Not even once. Not even once about anything that you're mentioning right now, but also, he woke up same as you not having any memories, so it's not like that would get anywhere.
I thought he didn't have any memories, but now I'm double guessing if we ever had a conversation.
That's our version of, you don't roll for scry.
Well,
I think he doesn't remember anything. I don't really... Well, no, I asked Rahi about him being on the crew, and Rahi went, "Who's him?" So, I don't know.
and that's one of the reasons we're not just this specific journey, but as a whole, is to get answers. So, we're very happy to have him here. It's been great to have him watching the ship. I hope he can enjoy himself too when we get to the Band Isle.
Yeah,
but
agree.
maybe that's something you can think about to talk to him about.
Yeah. Maybe once he wakes up, I'll talk to him.
Yes,
about it.
he's deserved some rest. But and if you want to talk about anything, just feel free.
Same to you, Olive. Same to you. So,
Thank you, Her.
Cool. Watching the hell out of my shows. On God. For the hymn, for the hymn RP, we can do that when we get to the Bandile. There'll be ample opportunities for that. Again, not gonna throw any curveballs your way, unless we gotta end on a cliffhanger. It's up to you. But with that, is there anything else before we kind of cut to your arrival at the Bandile?
I don't think so.
Or
No, and no. Okay, then would I be able to? Because I know it's 10:30 right now. We're about 2 hours in. Why don't we do just a little bit of? How about I give the description, a little bit of RP, you guys doc, kind of see what the vibe is, and then we can just kind of go from there, and then wrap up around like 10:45, 11 o'clock, somewhere around there. That makes sense. Okay, excellent. Now, what I will say though, you talk as players or talk as characters, up to you. You guys know that the Bandile has two main villages, similar to Remembrance and the Carpal Tunnels and the Grip Isle. The Bandile has Comfort and Token. And besides Olive with the information given by Coral, where would you guys prefer to go?
I'm good trusting Coral's advice that Token might be the better place to go.
What are
The less
they-
touristy one, right?
Yes, he
Mhm.
said that Token is where the real experience is, and Comfort is sort of where you get what you paid for. So perhaps Token might be the better place to hit.
Sure, definitely.
Alright, okay.
Okay. Token, and token. Perfect. Then with that, I'm going to switch over the music as you guys begin to, we're going to cut forward a couple days. Eating, swimming, making merry, playing music.
Can I
Yeah.
roll to see if I can start growing a orange tree on this boat?
Yeah, give me 2 nature checks. Perfect. Yeah.
Token's in the chat.
Guidance. I
Tokens
guess
in the
cast
chat.
guidance on myself for both.
Wait, is him spelled that way? It is spelled
Him
that
is
way
spelled
because
like
I
him,
thought it was
yes.
spelled HIM, and you're like, no,
Nope.
not the pronoun.
no, not the
Okay, so
pronoun.
one of them was 5.
Okay.
I have a +3 nature. I rolled a 1 on guidance and a 1 on. But wait, I'm gonna flip my coin for that one.
Okay.
Okay, that's better. That's a dirty 20. Plus, I'll just keep that's a 21 for that one roll.
Okay.
Okay, and then for the other one, that's a 19 on the other one.
A 19. With that, you're able to see exactly what the previous druid on the ship was doing. With it being more focused on vegetables than it was on fruits. But again, nature is all about building on what came before. That constant cycle. And so without disrespecting the area, you are able to make modifications to the trellis below deck and begin kind of pressing some of the supports closer together, and with your almost impeccable seed craft begin to have them fuse together. And it's almost like you're building the tree backwards as like the support little splints become bark and roots grow down, and you're able to see that branches start to grow up from it. It's not going to be there yet, but you are one step closer to having a sustainable source of vitamin C.
I'm gonna make this go through the roof and create a little garden upstairs. It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be a lot of drag. It's like, you're slowing us down, Mud. Cut the tree.
Holding onto my tree. I'll die before I let you cut her down.
Okay, awesome, super fucking funny. Yes, and Gab, I saw your question in the chat. Druidic magic is unique in the way that as long as Mud is maintaining nature, it does not need fuel in the conventional sense.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Druids are very useful in this world. Tangleroot is a pretty good example of that. So, all right. So, but no, enough about Eastern waters. Enough about that. So mid. So Bandile description.
Yeah.
Specifically,
Yeah.
the town of Token, correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. Absolutely awesome. Let me quickly change the music. This might be loud. I'm going to edit it. Give me 1 second. Hold on. George Washington.
Hit it, Joe.
Perfection. All right. So, description of Token. Choosing to sail to the Selkie town of Token. Let's be clear here. You guys don't want the carefully concocted vibes of a resort town meant to attract customers. You want the real experience. You want to experience Selkie culture through and through, and the only way I can properly explain to you Selkie culture is through jazz, or concerts, or orchestras, or any organized expression of music containing instruments which on their own are incredible, but coming together form a wholly new, unique, and memorable cacophony. A population of thousands can be seen from far off, but the first thing that hits you as you approach the island is the sound. It overtakes you for a moment, deafens you, as your mind is overwhelmed with inputs of all varieties. Chakras and cowbells and children playing, harpsichords, handpans and happiness, spoon slides, slip drums, and simplicity. Simplicity not as an insult, but as a way of understanding. Because as your head begins to bob, or as your foot begins to tap, even subconsciously, you begin to attune yourself with the rhythm of this place. And suddenly, it all clicks together. The conversations and laughter become lyrics, the splashing of the waves become the melody, and the plethora of instruments, the punctuation, cementing this island in expression and music. Now, the architecture of this place mirrors its population. Temples and stores and homes all look completely out of place on the surface. Some are made of wooden slats held up by nothing but scraps of wood on the shoreline. Others are these grand stone structures that stand tall beyond the trees. These buildings don't stand together as one homogeneous society, but stand as tokens of adventures and knowledge acquired through exploration, conversation, and connection. And as you come to dock, breaching on either side of the exterminator, seals explode out of the water. Eared and earless seals, crab-eater and leopard seals, walruses and sea lions alike, Selkie in their seal form saying hello. As you look towards the shoreline, these people lounging and relaxing as they are, hundreds of hands begin to raise and move like grass being moved by the wind. As these strangers to you, just for a moment, welcome your arrival. Welcome to the town of Token on the Band Isle. You guys are able to come to dock, and immediately it is the most friendly people you could possibly imagine. No one is immediately rushing up to you, but Selkie of all varieties standing close and far on the docks begin to wave as they're playing their instruments and having a grand old time. What do you all want to do? Welcome to Token.
Ooh. Oh man. As we dock the ship, I guess, kind of looking around at the town and everything, kind of thinking a good place to start might be like a tavern or any sort of like maybe gathering place, and kind of either looking around or asking around for anything like that.
Absolutely a great idea. Can I get a perception check from everybody? Because I got all these weird ass buildings. I might as well describe some of them to you.
Add a D4, Cowrie.
Also, this is really funny. I just think the watch together, the picture of the
Yeah,
the
so
music,
funny.
Yeah.
so good.
It's so great.
That's George Washington.
Swoller John.
The
I-
thighs on that man. Oh my god, it changed.
Is there a new one?
Yeah,
Ah!
that's
Yeah.
Theodore Roosevelt. So
Teddy Swoosevelt. Swoosevelt.
Oh my god.
I got a 13 perception.
13,
I got an 11.
11, got it.
Oh.
14.
14,
I got a 9. I'm just looking at all the seals.
a 9. You're looking at all the seals, and they go, "Hi, hi there," and they're just waving to you. Nothing.
I got my thighs.
Guys, this is a lot of seals. I don't know what to do. What's the proper introduction? And I'm just like waving like
I don't
this.
Like slapping with your fins.
Start doing what Cowrie
What the
said.
fuck? Did you just call me, bro?
Give me a quick performance check.
Oh no.
1-800
Call
are
my
you
mother a
slapping?
whore, bro?
100 are you slapping?
16.
16. Immediately, you kind of like pat your sides, and you're able to see some. You're the seal. You're able to see some of the Selkie that are on the beach next to the dock go. Oh, and it's a nice little expression of friendliness. Of amusement.
So cute.
Okay, got it. Excellent there. And then, okay, so we have everything below 15. No problem.
Yes.
So, nothing can be seen beyond the tree line. But what you are able to see is, crap, most of it's beyond the tree line. Okay, how about the closest thing to the tree line? That actually makes a lot more sense. Probably the biggest thing to be the most notable, because it sticks out the most, would be this large white marble building. Again, all of this shit looks very out of place. Like, there's no architectural consistency. Can I get... Because I think the two highest there was... What were the two highest? It was, I think, Olive and Mud.
14.
Can I get both of you to give me history checks real quick?
Ooh, yeah.
And Olive, give it to me with advantage.
Oh,
Gosh.
I got so excited.
Another Triple S Tavern.
It is a franchise. Hey, that is a 23.
With a 23, Mud, what'd you get?
I got an 11.
11?
Don't mind me.
Olive, you see this white marble, and immediately in your brain it pops to life. Where have you seen white marble before? Well, the last time you saw white marble was the Temple of Aphrodite in the Arbor.
Ooh. Do I glean
The picture
anything?
now on the watch together is now Abraham Lincoln. Just
I can't think of a pun. Abraham Lincoln. There we go.
Why do his hands look like they're made of putty?
I don't know which direction his hands are.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
sorry.
Jesus Christ, Abe, God.
Hey, I can't do hands that well, weirdly enough. Okay,
Yeah.
but besides that, you wouldn't really be able to clock anything else from like what you're seeing right now. It's just kind of what you remember. But so
Okay.
far, you see a lot of people who just seem very friendly and very kind of like waving to you, with not much else. If you guys want to ask someone for help, you can, or if you just want to go and explore, they seem very welcoming.
I think
They
if I'm like interacting with them, I'll just like see if I can like try to wave someone up, or if I'm like, hey, should we go talk to someone? They seem really nice.
Yes, I think nothing here seems familiar other than the marble building over there. But they seem friendly. Let's go down and greet them, and I'm sure they'd be more than willing to help us.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Perfect. You guys are able to kind of like walk down the dock and kind of like onto these like very wide open sandy shores. And again, like this cacophony of sound continues to hit against you as you walk up, and they're like, looks over to you, her, and goes like, yo, I gotta say, that was a pretty good gesture, bro. Hell yeah.
Yo, yeah.
Hell yeah.
What does it mean, bro? Yeah.
What is it? That's just a way of saying that you're satisfied and you're happy to be here.
Oh, hell yeah. And I start doing it again.
Oh, this is what we're talking about right here. And they start doing it right back. Everybody starts doing it.
I run back into the ship to grab him, and then I'll come back out with
Okay,
him.
yes, I almost forgot. Him comes out and goes, I've never heard of anything like this before. This should be fun. Yes, it's loud here.
I just start tapping my hands, and I go, do this. Just do this. They like it. No, on your side, on your side.
Okay, understood. Yeah, he does that. Her, as you run back, they look over to you, Cowrie, and go, yo! And they go, and they start speaking Selkie to you. You're just natural tongue. Now, would Cowrie be fluent in this, or would it be something that like is like what would be the vibe of it?
Is this Aquin?
It would be Aquin. Yes, it would be.
I do speak that. I would say Cowrie can definitely hold a conversation, but is probably a lot less practiced than these people are.
Okay, absolutely perfect. As they kind of like recognize that, they'll probably use like, they're not going to use big words, meaning 3 syllables. So, and they kind of look and go like, what? I gotta say, killer cloak there.
Oh man, thanks. Thank you.
And also, by the way, you're looking at one male Selkie, 2 female Selkie. Male Selkie, red cloak, like ponytailed, like blonde hair, and 2 female Selkie. They look like twins. Purple and white cloaks, with black hair. They kind of like some spots, almost like freckles, but like much larger, as like kind of some like spotted seals essentially, along with like very kind of like flowy, kind of like relaxed beach clothing essentially.
I've actually never been here before. It's my first time. I was raised on a ship actually. So we're I don't know, we're looking to find a tavern or something, maybe where people gather, where we can kind of meet people and ask around about some things.
You want to see where like people gather, or do you want, because like there's a place where a lot of us gather together, but we then also have a place where it's like if you want to like get a drink, get some food, we have that too.
Oh. I guess the gathering place maybe is what we're looking for.
You better come right along then, dude. Let's go.
Awesome.
By the way, my name's Rex of Bassoon.
Rex of Bassoon. I'm Cowrie, Shadrach.
Cowrie yeah. What is... I see you have 3 lutes there. How do you play a Shadrach? What is that?
Oh, this is I learned this recently. Shadrach is actually a name I took from my captain. It's not an instrument actually.
Oh, all right. Okay, so if I'm hearing you right, because you haven't been here before, we got to find out who your brothers and sisters are.
Yes, actually, I do have the names of my parents. I'm actually trying to find some more information on them. If they're Behono, Sarde, and Lurin Rockial. I guess I'm just trying to ask around and find out if anyone might know them.
Immediately. What are you? You're the. Wait, what do you mean you're the kid of the Rockial family? Like, are you? Wait, huh? What? That's a joke. What?
I mean, I found out yesterday that like I said, I was raised on a ship by some pirates, and I didn't really know where I came from before that. But I met someone who recognized me and told me that these people are my parents.
That's like a lot. That's a very packed kind of day that you had.
It sure was. It was. I'm still kind of freaking out about it, to be totally honest with you.
And like immediately, Cowrie, you see this like, give me a quick insight check with advantage.
22.
22. Rex kind of steps forward to you, and he puts a hand like on like your shoulder blade, and with an insight of 22, you get, and I'm going to give you, just for how this is going to work, little pieces of Selkie culture, instead of like just having a guy just explain it to you, will be kind of gotten through insight checks and understanding the ins and outs of it. And you get the sense, Cowrie, that like kind of similar to like what Conch of Loot was saying, Selkie culture and seal culture work hand in hand. And so the idea of pods is very prevalent, and that this island has just such a natural sense of community, kind of mimicking seals' natural instincts to kind of like stay in larger numbers for safety, that there's just like, again, Rex just met you, has no reason to feel empathy outside of general morality, but is immediately like, oh, that was a lot, and is like very sensitive to your emotions in that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, if you ever need to just like chillax a little bit, have a jam sesh, toss around a hacky sack, we got you. Because we're always happy. The beaches are usually pretty chock full, but we can definitely find a spot for you. And if you need any kind of like gear to relax or anything, we can definitely help you out. All right?
Thank you. That's really kind.
Of course. Well, if you want to hear more about the Rock Y'alls, now I've just heard that name in like stories and stuff, but we have some older people around here that would actually know, who'd have actually kind of like heard of them before. But I gotta keep it real with you, that they are, that if you're looking for the Rock Y'alls, like at least from what I know, like they're gone, bro. Like I got no idea.
Okay. I mean, well, that makes sense with what I know about them and what might have happened. But if you could direct me to the people who you think do have some more information, that would be wonderful.
Perfect. Let me actually, why don't we, how about everybody here? Also, and by the way, as this conversation is going on, one of the, like female Selkies, kind of gets up and kind of goes, and one of them goes over to, Mud and goes, I don't want to worry you. I think you might be a little bit hurt. Would you need anything for that?
Oh, no, he has the sea glass in there.
Oh, that's really cool. I can see through you though, so I don't.
Yeah, I forgot to put the button up. Hang on, and he buttons it up.
No. I don't want to make you uncomfortable. You can, but like I'm just saying, if you need anything.
No, I think I've been clinically dead for a while now, so it's okay.
Oh, there,
I'm
Buster
just kind of
Brown.
like
What does that
this.
mean? That's concerning.
I'm just kind of like this. Like I'm fine. It doesn't. I'm not. I'm just walking around. I woke up like this, and it's been a couple months, and I think I'm good. But thank you.
Hey there, bud. I'm not gonna touch you or anything. I don't want to make you uncomfortable, but like, and respectfully, quiet the mouth and feel it. Feel what's going on inside. What's going on in there?
I mean, I can't feel anything because there's nothing there.
Oh, no.
Starts nervously eating tangerines.
All right, dude. Well, like, that's as far as I think this conversation's gonna go, but if you want to try
sorry.
again, we certainly can. And like this very gentle Selkie woman kind of backs off from you. And the other twin kind of approaches you, Olive, and really goes like, I'm trying to get a female surfer voice. Hello.
Hello.
It's a pleasure to meet you. My name's a Skull of Gong. What's your name?
Skull of Gong. My name is Olive. It's a pleasure to meet you.
This is like so nice to have visitors here. We usually don't get other ships coming to this side of the island, mainly because people, they comfort's kind of our specialty. This is really where, this is home. And so it's so nice. Like, you guys in town visiting family, or what's going on?
Potentially. We got the tip about Token from my brother, Coral Terraborg. I don't know if you've met him.
Uninterrupted silence for like 5 seconds as she goes,
Yes.
immediately, how is he doing?
He's good. Do you know him personally?
Like, no, but like I've just heard the name before, and like I just want to check in on how he's doing.
He's good. Oh, I feel terrible that I told him to stay behind. I didn't know he had such a presence here.
No, like it's totally fine. Like he said that he had to be like a free bird, and so we just didn't like so he had to be rolling on. Yeah. Oh, is that funny to you? Yeah. The idea. Okay. All right. I'm done with this. Bye.
No. I'm sorry.
And
No,
she
I'm so
walks
sorry.
away.
I know. Oh. Fuck you, Drew.
You can see that. Give me a quick insight check.
Six.
6? I mean, what does Olive take from that
Guidance.
conversation?
Guys, brings it
He's
to a
sniped you
10.
with the free bird.
A 10? Does that help any?
A 10, does that help anything?
Yeah.
I mean, Coral's pretty popular wherever
Yeah.
he goes.
Yeah.
She seemed to know him personally.
Okay. Yeah. She definitely feels bad about laughing. That was more Kate than it was on. Because Freebird's not canon in this world.
No, but the phrase is.
Yeah, I know.
I imagine. Remember when we were driving back from Ren Fair that one time
Oh
and
my
Kate had her
God.
ocarina?
Yeah.
And was
Yeah.
just playing Freebird on the
Holy
ocarina.
shit. I mean,
Oh
in
my
all
God.
honesty, if there's ever going to be a place that would invent a riff that fire, it'd be this place. Because this is like, instead of monkeys with typewriters, it's seals with instruments. Like, eventually, they're going to make something incredible.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Did you want me to bring her back, Olive? I can bring that.
No, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm like about to start casting lightning lure to pull him in, but then
No,
I stopped.
no. I did not.
I
No.
have Thorn Whip prepared. And then I
very
No.
much in. No, what's up? What's up?
Go
What's
ahead.
up?
Go ahead.
No,
Go
what's
ahead.
up?
Go ahead.
Oh, me? Oh,
What?
no. Okay, you.
No,
Yeah.
no. Drew, go.
Oh, okay, I got it. Very much in character for like seals being very skittish creatures. Immediately, you're like you're about to cast it, and immediately, like 30 heads go and just look over to you immediately.
And I start flapping again. I do the flapping again.
Yeah,
I
do it
Yeah,
too.
yeah, Mud, do it too.
we
It's
are
just
on-
Mud, her, and him all doing it.
Yep.
We are on their home. Please put any harmful spells away. That was on me. I should have had more couth in that conversation. I'm sure we'll see her again, or if not, I'm sure it's.
What did you guys talk about? All I heard
Hey.
was some whispering.
She knows my brother. Either
Okay.
through word of mouth or personally. I'm not.
I
I'm not.
love-
the
You want me to
Like,
ask if she fucked your brother?
No, what? No. You know what? Let's go. Let's go talk to the elderly of this place. No, I never want you to ask me that, or ask someone that.
Okay. Just
Thank you.
checking. Just checking.
I appreciate it.
I don't have any siblings that I know of, and I still would not want somebody to ask
Let's
me
go.
that.
Let's.
I don't want to know who Landon's
Everybody,
fucking.
like, please follow me. That I heard
We are-
every
I-
word.
I am following you, Rex. Yes,
Yeah, that's my name.
yes, Rex. We are following you.
This is my crew, Rex. This is Olive and Mud and her and him.
Hi, everybody.
Nice to meet you. Please tell Skull of Gong I'm so sorry.
Kind of like confers with her twin right next to him and goes, "We'll like see how it goes, but we'll convey the message. Not a problem."
Okay.
Now, if you'll please follow me before
Yep.
you.
Following you, and I'm keeping my mouth shut.
All right. As you guys begin to kind of walk deeper into the tree line to this like larger. Do you say the larger gathering place?
Yes.
Perfect. Then an excellent point to end off on as you guys. Let me see if I can actually find a little bit of a chiller bit of music to kind of end off on.
Oh, we got a new one.
Oh, who's next?
I think it's Andrew Jackson? Question mark? He's kind of snatched.
Nice.
Literally.
I don't know. Drew, who is that?
That is Andrew Jackson.
Ah.
There we go.
Or that also might be Thomas Jefferson. That's probably Thomas
No,
Jefferson.
No.
I think Thomas Jefferson was in there before.
Oh, really?
I would love
Yeah.
to have a coat like that. Oh my god.
Matched.
Here we go. This should work.
Drew, if we're not going into the white building that you mentioned, can I do an insight check on it?
You can give me an insight, religion, or perception check. Or you, or I can get something from all of you guys if you want.
Yeah, can I make a check about it?
Absolutely, yeah.
What was it? Insight, religion,
Or
Insight, religion, or
perception.
perception.
Okay.
10. I keep rolling
9.
2s.
I got a 16 on insight.
Nice.
With my highest modifier, that's a 10 perception.
Hot rolls.
I
Hot
rolled a
rolls all
4.
around.
Hot rolls from
rolls.
everybody. Moment right
Now
there.
watch, I'll get. No, that was a 2. That was lower. So I'll take the 4.
Well, what I will say is that as you guys are able to walk past this like white marble building, you're able to clock that this is definitely a temple to Aphrodite. And with an insight check, see kind of like walking people coming in, coming out, you're able to see that like some groups of people are coming out and they're like crying in the arms of their loved ones, like other people, like you're able to see like a group of school children be like let out of class essentially, and so like this is a point that was essentially taken from the arbor, like the island, like the town of Token is a accumulation of all this like knowledge of all like the best parts of these cultures that these Selkies have experienced. And in that way, the Aphrodite Temple seems to be a point of healing and also like both religious healing, mental healing, and education. If that makes any sense. And and also give a little like token of like Selkie culture, basically, is that would you want it to be more about education or about their relationship system?
Ooh. Let's do the relationship system.
Okay, not a problem. You're able to see that there are like one or two, let's say these kids running out of school, they rush into the arms of their parents, and you're able to see, like, when I say parents, I mean multiple, like outside of 2.
Polycules.
A predominancy of polycules. And you were able to see that like this kind of applies well to the Selkie pod system, as that also applies to raising children. Love here is not seen as exclusive, but rather as an all-connective force between their people. So it's not a string connecting 2, but a web connecting all. And so marriage and the idea of exclusivity are a somewhat foreign concept to Band Isle natives, as it's very common to have these polycules. Children are raised by the community, but also have more than 2 parents. So there's a general oversight of the kids, but in terms of like immediate family, it could be groups of 3, 4, 5, 6, however many are in the active relationship, as they take on their responsibility, largely unconcerned with whose child it actually is, rather just seeing it as a family member. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Oh, there's so much lore dotted around this place, but I can't wait to show you guys. But you guys are able to make your way deeper into the forest, this completely hidden, as you realize that you're being taken deeper and deeper into the island, heading what I believe would be either west or south, if my map is correct, towards like the center point of the island. And you realize that whatever he's taking you to is big and needs a lot of space if you're getting this far away from the beach. And what you guys are able to come up on is, give me one second just to get the description totally correct. The first thing you're able to see is this like massive, almost like circular wall, like poking up out of the trees. It's easily maybe like 20, 25 feet high. The biggest building you guys have seen here by far so far. And there's a little doorway right at the center of this circular wall that as you begin to walk into it, as your eyes go upward and around, you're able to see that this wall is not actually just like a just a wall that ends on the opposite side, but instead is a large, almost angled slant that has like these strange outcropping almost curbs leading down to basically the floor. And as you move closer, as you move further inside, you're able to recognize that you are currently walking towards almost a stage of sorts. But at the center of this stage, which again is just planted at the bottom of what are these like these elevated benches, you're able to see a podium, a stone podium, carved out of this elaborate rock. And as you all kind of look around and kind of clock what you're seeing here, I will not be coy in what so can seat hundreds, not thousands of people, but you guys are currently within a theatron. Can I please get a history check from everybody?
19.
19.
Or
4. Got it.
18.
18. And then Gab's clocking out. No problem. We're gonna end soon. Now you're muted also.
I said 13. I didn't realize I was muted.
You are totally cool.
My bad.
Olive, you would know that a theatron is another name for an amphitheater. This like very classic constructed place where group gatherings are made, where shows are put on, but also can be used as a place for meetings of significance that would have to involve as many civilians as possible, like the closest thing to a governmental building this island has. And Mud, or if I can speak past Mud and to Moss for a second, with the Greco-Roman inspired theatron that you are currently in, it is very clear these Selkies have taken inspiration from Frisian history and the way this is constructed. As Rex kind of stopped, and he goes, yeah, like right now we're not really planning on having any meetings, at least not for a little bit. Like we do have a little bit of a party coming up this evening, but besides that, this can be a little meeting place for you guys if you want to test out the acoustics, want to just kind of jam out a bit. But I will go and I will grab one of our elders essentially and just have him just try to explain to you guys and answer whatever questions you might have. That sound good?
that would be amazing. Thank you.
Yes, and where is this party happening tonight?
Well, it's going to be a combination. It's going to be a little bit of a jam sesh right here, where just, if you want to get up in front of a crowd and just kind of pluck away at some strings or bang on a drum a little bit, just a nice chill little sesh with about 300-400 of my friends. But they also, down by the shore, we're going to have a little bit of like a pig roast, more classic like a party. There's going to be like some sports. We're going to have like take some like the better kind of like port wines from Comfort and just kind of hang out and just kind of vibe by the fires for a while.
That sounds like fun. May we don't know to overstep. May we join?
Yeah, of course you can. You're here.
Great. Thank you, Rex. Very much appreciate it.
Oh, I'm very happy to have you here. And I hope you guys enjoy being here. And yeah, so I'll send them right over once I find them. Just give me like maybe 20-30 minutes.
Okay.
Of course. Take your time.
Okay. With that, before we end off, general thoughts about the Bandile so far.
Just kind of overwhelmed and also kind of delighted because it is just like it's all of these very friendly people and all of this music and just this mishmash of collected things, which is just like something that Cowrie adores and is just like very nervous but like really, really likes this place.
Okay, killer.
Seems nice so far. Everyone seems very nice.
Yeah. And they seemed to recognize the name, I guess, which is...
Hopefully good.
Yeah, I hope so. Would you guys want to go to the party tonight?
Oh,
Absolutely.
hell yeah,
Absolutely.
Oh, sorry, I don't need to talk like that around you all. Yeah.
You can if you want.
Get into it. Get into it.
Oh, hell yeah, bro.
This place kind of rubs off on you.
Yeah. Such good vibes. Such positive energy.
Good vibes, yes. But yes, the party would seem like a good time. Don't you think, Mud?
Oh, yeah, we could, yeah,
It'd be fun.
It'd be fun.
There might
Could
be
be
food.
There'll definitely be food.
Oh,
They
yeah,
said
they
there
say
was
pig
going to be a pig
I
roast.
am-
Yeah.
Warming up to the idea of the party. for sure.
And you can always take a rest on the ship if you get peopled out.
Yeah, I like the music here.
It's very nice.
How does the music make you feel, Mud?
Why does everybody keep asking me how I feel?
It's important.
I have no parameters for how I'm supposed to or how I feel.
Just think about it. Think about. Use what you have and speak on that.
I
You know a
don't
lot about-
feel scared.
You don't feel scared?
I feel I'm minimally scared.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good. Yeah.
Feel less scared than I did when we were fighting the sharks.
Good.
Okay.
That's all. You're getting there. You're getting the hang of it. You're gonna do great.
Okay.
We
Speaking.
should get like oh man, I mean my vocabulary is not large, but we should get like a chart
Mm.
with options.
I'm sure.
You get in the full like autism, like emotional flashcards.
I'm sure. We can make something like that, or we can have someone. It can be made.
You know when you go to
Okay.
the doctor and there's like a thing with all the like faces
Yeah.
and how you're feeling,
Yeah.
and it's from 1 to 10. It's just
Yeah.
that, but different emotions.
Yeah.
I'll start sketching out rudimentary designs for that.
Okay. Awesome. As you guys just kind of stand here waiting for the elder to appear, the thing that we're going to end off on tonight is just a little hook for what's going to come a little bit later down the line. Can I just get a quick perception check from everybody here?
11
There we go.
Hot rolls.
hot rolls.
Hack.
Hot.
I keep rolling fucking 2s. That's the third in a row.
You know, if it's the
10.
last
Oh,
roll,
yeah.
I'm flipping my coin.
Yep.
Flipping my damn
Yeah.
coin.
Yeah.
Fuck these
That was
twos.
a worse roll.
Fuck these twos.
21.
21.
Yeah.
I got a
it.
14.
14.
Got 24.
24. Okay. Her, as you're kind of getting into this like super cool, like hanging out, patting your sides and everything. All of these are like sketching out emotional cards for Mud. Cowrie and Mud. You both see something of particular interest. Now, as you're looking around this amphitheater, again, nobody is here right now. Large, why be here? If people want to like practice for acoustic practice for shows, like whatever it happens to be, that's mainly the reason why people would be here. But right now, you guys caught it in a private moment. There's not a single person in the hundreds and hundreds of seats that could be filled. Except for one. In the far back, about 120 feet away from you, you both see someone that looks incredibly out of place. You're unable to see a face. You're unable to see like the size or the race or the species of this person, but you're able to see two things. Number one, humanoid figure. Number two, clad in all black. You're able to see sitting in the top row, like basically right at the wall where you guys would have like walked like in through the gate, right on top of that. Sitting off to like one of the sides. Black leather gloves, black leather boots, black leather pants, black leather like coat, kind of trailing down to like the ankles. Hands crossed, like holding onto one of the wrists, leaning on their knees. Head tilted down with the hat covering up their appearance. And with above 20s for both of you, you're both able to recognize this figure as being in like classic Western attire, like similar to what you saw like Lawman decked out in when you saw him all those months ago.
I am going to. How far away is this?
About
figure
120
from
feet.
us? 120 feet? I'm going to. That is exactly the range of message. I'm going to cast message and go, howdy, partner.
Mud, do you do
And
anything?
then wave.
I am going to. Mud doesn't have any cool spells for this, but can Mud, with his eagle eye, can Mud see if he sees any glint of metal, any spurs, or
Okay.
any sickles?
What you are able to notice, Mud, I'll respond to that message in 1 second. What you are able to notice is that on his forearm, it almost seems like a gauntlet, oddly enough. And this gauntlet does shine. And I think, Mud, you're trained being like, is it a blue? Is it a light refraction of red and blue? Is it this like mithril shine that's so common? And what you're able to see, it's not. what you're able to notice is that, was it 24 again? Right? 24? It looks like potion bottles on his forearm. But the potion bottles are strange. They're made of glass, so there's no obvious cork. It's a black top and a black bottom. But the potions are pinched in the middle. Like the glass is a lot smaller towards the center than on either side. And you cast message and you say, "Howdy, partner." And Cowrie, what you're able to hear in response is and I'll say, Mud, what you're able to see, Cowrie, your messaging, is the hat tips up very slightly and a face is revealed. And now it's not a face that any of you have seen before, but Mud, you're able to recognize 3 things. Number 1, this is a half-orc. Number 2, it's a half-orc that's older, like certainly, like probably around like maybe 65, maybe even 70 years old. And number 3, you're able to see this like long white hair kind of like trailing down past both of their ears as the hat's kind of tipped up. And you message "Howdy, partner," and what you're able to hear, Cowrie, is "Cowrie Driftwood, Rock Y'all Shadrach. Still committed to your endlessly amicable personality."
Again. Well, just kind of natural, really. Generally, just kind of amicable, delightful. Why are you lurking up there? You want to come hang out?
I will say, most people's first reaction upon seeing him are not to talk to him. There is no need to be worried. He is simply going to be observing from afar, here and there sometimes.
Well, he has me as a disadvantage. Can you tell me his name?
His name is Ongo. Ongo Edge. And I do believe he would appreciate you asking.
And you realize something very strange, Cowrie, in this moment. This individual is not responding to you. Somebody is responding through this message. You just messaged this person and it connected with someone completely different.
Shannon. I'm freaking out.
Do we need to do something?
I don't know.
I explained to you guys. I'm messaging this person, but someone else is responding. It's very strange. He knew my name. He knew all of my names. But someone else is responding. He said he's just here to observe.
How does he know you?
Can I do an investigation check or something?
Just on what? How?
I just want to see.
Vibes.
Well, first off,
Vibes.
I didn't get a good glimpse of him the first
That's true.
time.
You just see a figure clad in all black up in the stands.
I do have a question. The potion gauntlets.
Yes.
Do they look like the injections that the Spellbreakers had? That what's her name when she jabbed me?
You would need to get closer. You wouldn't know from this distance.
Okay, are you going to tell us that? Would you tell us that? Like, what is this person? What is this person wearing?
What? Oh no! Did you not get the description? Oh, you're not talking to me. Got it. Okay.
No, I didn't get. I rolled a 14. I didn't see anything.
It's all black leather, and they've got some weird potion gauntlets on. Fuck.
So I have a question about Misty Step. If I Misty Step closer, would I be fully standing up, or could I potentially be crouched within the seat so they can't see me?
Well,
You start crouching, you can just Misty Step crouch.
anything is possible. What do you want to do?
I just want to get 60 feet closer in the stands and then like do a little peek so they don't see me and get a better view.
Okay.
Ugh.
You want to get so Misty Step I think is 30 feet, correct?
Oh, it was 60. Let me
think
look.
I think it's up to 30.
I think it's 30, yeah.
My bad. Yep, 30
Okay.
feet. Would I get a better view at 30 feet?
You could certainly try again. The DC would be lowered.
All right, yeah. I'll get a little closer.
So you guys all notice this figure named Ongo up there, and her. You want to, and you want to teleport 30 feet closer.
Yeah, just I don't want them to see me.
Okay.
Where I teleported to.
Hat gets tilted back down, so that just face is once again concealed. And as you get closer, her, give me a quick perception roll and beat a 14.
You can.
Oh,
You can.
easy. That's a dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20. So what are you looking at specifically?
I want to look at the vials.
The vials themselves.
Like if they look familiar.
They look familiar. Excellent question. With a perception check, what I'll tell you now is that I'll give you the top 2 of what you're able to see. With the top 2 of what you're able to see is one of the vials seems to be filled with gold shavings. And the other vial seems to be filled with like some kind of brown sludge, it looks like, in some kind of weird way. And what you're able to notice with a dirty 20 is that these are not potion vials. They have a top and a bottom. Well, they're horizontal, but a top and a bottom, 2 glass sections, and then a pinch point in the middle. These are hourglasses.
I'm gonna teleport back to the group. I'm gonna use another spell slot to teleport back to the group and discuss my findings.
Have any of us heard of anybody who wears all black and has hourglasses around them? Can we roll to see if we've heard of this person?
Only Mud. Mud, I want you to give me a history check with advantage and beat a 14.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
That has worrying implications.
Yeah.
I cast guidance on myself.
I'm sure it's because this person
Okay.
is from a lovely place where
Yeah.
yeah.
Nothing bad
I
happens.
got a. Wait, what is this?
For history.
I got a 14 exactly.
A
Oh,
14.
thank God.
Oh, thank God. You remember that it was talked about because, Mud, you didn't start out in Tangleroot. You kind of had to move around a little bit beforehand. So this is a memory from back way in your childhood. But you remember that you would go in places within the Underhand, and this is going to sound kind of fucked up, when you were transported, light cargo, auction block, where you were going, went to Tangleroot. In some of those spheres, you remember that one signpost was pretty common within the Underhand that you could really never make sense of. You thought it was like some kind of animal, maybe it was some kind of... maybe it was like some kind of proverb or something, but you remember that one phrase was consistent. Beware of Ongo.
Because he's so nice.
Shannon.
What is it, Mud?
What's wrong?
I tell them that.
Oh, yeah, all that.
Oh,
Okay.
flavor territory. Great.
Well, there's one of him and 4 of us.
But you said that the message was going to someone else, and
Oh.
we don't know where they are.
I'm gonna.
Have another demon on our hands, another hangman kind of.
Oh, maybe. I'm going to send. Sorry.
No, I was just going. Heard when you got closer. Did you see any sort of pentagram, something?
I just looked at the vials. Maybe I should have done
No, it's
that.
okay. No, it's okay. It's okay. Cowrie, you're going to message them.
I'm going to send another message to Wingo Blingo.
That was quick.
You know, I've got to tell you, this isn't usually how this spell works. Usually when I message someone, they're the one who messages back. I know that the person sitting there is Ongo Edge, but who am I speaking to?
Very rare that someone would ask my name. For now, I will give you 2.
you can refer to me as either the man in black or as the accountant.
Oh.
But one thing is consistent. You and I are similar in the way that I deeply dislike when people touch my things.
Oh, is it the Bagman? Does he own the Bagman or something?
What?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm panicking. Shannon.
Okay, Mud. We understand. It's okay.
Okay.
I relay that to everyone. He says that we're alike and he doesn't like it when people touch his things, and that he can be called the man in black or the accountant.
Okay, so here's my follow-up question. Great.
Mm-hmm.
That's great that we know his name.
Yeah.
Are we in danger right now?
Is one of your
Are we
loots
in
one of
danger?
his?
Are you gonna do you have nefarious plans against us?
I can sense that all of you are feeling anxiety, that you're feeling a sense of uncertainty, which means that Ongo must retract for now. But if you see him again, there is no need to be concerned. I am simply curious, and my curiosity will be satiated. Simply pay him no mind the next time you see him.
Can I, is it bad to just like say hi like this, to just like be friendly and be like, hey, how you doing?
If you wish to interact with him, you may. But from my experience, it is best that those who can see Ongo beware of Ongo.
Okay.
We will speak again when appropriate, when he has seen enough. Or if you just want to say hello. But
Okay.
people are often scared saying hello.
I'm not scared.
A respectable quality. More details to come.
And you are all able to watch as this figure, again, clad in all black, takes a hand up, puts it on their hat, stands up, and in front of all of you, as a wind blows in from the sea, their body fully disintegrates in front of you into what seems like grains of sand and is blown away by the wind.
That's a full-ass sand demon over there. If I don't know what it...
I'm a little scared. I relayed to them everything that he said about observing, paying him no mind, that he's curious, and that we'll speak again once he's seen enough.
I don't like the lines, those who can see Ongo should beware of him. I don't like that.
It's not great.
Do
Weird.
those names, the man in black or the accountant, do those ring any bells? Can I make some kind of like history check?
Not in your side of the water, no.
Okay.
You would either need to somehow pry more information out of like those from the east, or you would need to like go deeper into it. But Mud kind of works like a kind of middle ground there. So what do you want to do?
I just want to know if I've heard of anything like the accountant or the man in black. Like,
Never those names. I'll stay with that
is there
history.
like, are there people who like are rogue agents who like work against the interest of the fist? Like, are there other people who like, I don't know. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this guy.
I mean, that's an excellent question that I can't answer, but but yes, with the introduction of Ongo, as you guys are able to hear the footsteps of good lord. As you're able to hear the footsteps of Rex of Bassoon coming back into the amphitheater, we're gonna end tonight's session right there.
I can't wait. I can't wait for every time it's my turn to be like, Drew, can I do a perception check? And you're gonna be like, for what? And I'm gonna be like, the accountant.
For Ongo. Where is Ongo?
Where's Ongo?
Where's Ongo?
This is our loose Duke.
You've put so much anxiety in me after that I'm now going to do it every
First
turn.
Ken, now Ongo.
It's both of them.
It's both of them.
Yeah, did
Bofa.
Ken also have a Western style?
Yes, he did. He had like so no pants because again he had 8 legs. Oh, but first of all, are we all having a good time? Yes, and yes. Now that's not gonna be because again, Banda, super fun. I'm not gonna take away from that. I just want to let you know, Ongo is gonna be around. He's gonna be chilling out.
Okay.
Just let it be known.
All
But-
caps, anxiety.
But with all that, in terms of what was asked, Ken. Yes, Ken had no pants, but he had like a white kind of like collared shirt, basically like a dress shirt, along with a brown vest with a pocket watch, like kind of like a Western gambler style of attire.
Got it.
Ew, he didn't wear pants.
You can't
Here's a
lie.
Winnie the Pooh in it.
No shoes, no shirt, no service. Doesn't say anything about pants.
You can't lie. Westerns got the drip. They just do.
Her
They
turns
do.
her turns to Mud and goes, Mud, this is anxiety. This is what anxiety feels.
I knew that one. I know that one pretty well. I've been feeling that one for a long time. Me and this feeling are old friends.
Yeah. On goes just welcome to the Bandile. Bandile's super fun. I'm very
It's
excited.
so cool. I like it so
cool.
much.
I have a lot of little lore dotted around. If you guys want to explore more of the buildings, you can. There are so fun fact about it, there I actually grabbed some ideas from every world we've made so far, like every country we've made, because like Selkie being like explorers, like they like the seals migrate a lot, and so I was like, oh, like they clearly would have like gotten ideas from like all these different places. Like I got Zamwei Fu in there, I got Friesian, I got Horcry in there. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So.
Neato.
It's
Super
so
cool.
wild every time I remember that Mud is from Horcry.
Yeah.
It's just so funny to me.
That's a blast from the
Of,
past right
like,
there.
Yeah, also, nothing ever happens in Horcry.
No,
Nothing ever
famously.
happens in Horcry.
We're
Famously.
done. We're done.
Yeah.
It's so safe.
It's so safe.
God.
It's all good.
I love how immediately your instinct, Gab, was to let me get close. I want to get up in this dude's business.
I would like to see.
We couldn't see anything. I needed a
Mud's
better look.
codename being Jonathan is a strike of genius. I
I would have never.
it's
Now it just makes me
so
think-
funny.
This has been
That
the
just makes you think
wildest
of-
3
So
fucking
funny.
hours of my life. This is.
Well, now it just makes me think of the Eric Cocker from the D&D movie, Jarnathan.
Jonathan.
Jarnathan!
We were going to release you.
Oh, Jarnathan!
But also the wildest thing I think is that I just said the phrase "free bird" because that's a common phrase.
You fucking bitch! But you know the implication.
That's true.
It was so good.
Oh, should we give the audience
so
a little
funny.
taste of Freebird of what that means?
Yeah.
Drew,
I
Drew, tell the people
Hit-
who are still
hit it, Drew.
watching.
It's fucking okay. So I had a year of weakness, and I on my Spotify Wrapped my #1 song "Freebird." Respectable, completely respectable song. And then my second highest song on my Spotify recap was a Freebird remix, which was a little bit more shameful. So,
But you make it for you play it for battles. though.
oh yes, absolutely. So when I am making D&D battles, because I gotta do a lot of thinking and a lot of writing and a lot of designing, I put it through the Freebird test. Where if I think about it, I think about like the fights of like how things could go like an awesome kind of like movie set piece. If it fails the Freebird test, I axe it. If it's not fun to Freebird, it won't be fun at all. Makes sense? That makes sense to me at least.
It makes perfect sense.
Hit it, Drew. Play some Freebird.
Hit it, Joe.
Copyright.
Hit it, Joe.
Oh wait,
Well, 'cause
hold on.
also you-
we didn't hit it, Joe. Hold on.
We didn't hit it, Joe.
You gotta hit
also,
it
Drew,
right now.
Also, everybody wish Drew a happy early birthday. Well, when this is posted on YouTube, it's going to be past his birthday. Belated
past his
birthday.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Drew.
Thank you, everybody.
Early
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
The best gift is the fact that you guys want to keep
Oldar.
showing up.
Oldar. You are Oldar.
Can't wait to hear you when you are older.
I am going to be
Oldar.
so older, 25, older.
Cannot wait to hear how you sound when you get older.
Okay, and with that, and so next time, a lot more buildings, a lot more lore, a lot more ongo, and then we're going to have a great time in the band off for a couple seconds. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Woo!
So yeah, so I hope everybody had a wonderful time. Thank you for coming to the table, and we hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace out.
Bye.